Just for you, Mike. What's up, you guys? Hello, everybody. Happy Friday to the five of us. What's up, Aramaic? Hi, Gamerly. Hi, Wizzlekins. Hi, Taras. Hi, Dark Soul. Hi, Mike. Hi, Snides. That is awesome. Yeah, this is actually from 2016. This was an original Trump hat from the first election. This is all we got. We don't have any from 2020 or obviously from this year, so this is what this is what I've been wearing for the past like 2 days. YMCA. Yeah, so that's, I wonder if this will be worth money one day. Like, do you think this is something that'll sell on eBay for a lot of money one day? 2016, the original run. Stop the song, you're gonna get YMCA'd. No, my what's it called isn't on, so it's fine. What up, JP? I think that's a bit too much of a stretch. You don't think? You don't think that this'll go for money one day? This is like a original. I mean, this is gonna be like memorabilia one day from the most exciting political era of our lives. I think it might go for money one day. I think some real hard Trumpers might pay money for that. Hello everybody. I didn't plan on wearing it the whole stream. I just wanted to do the YMCA real quick. It needs to be signed. Yeah, I don't know how I would get it signed. I don't know how I would get it signed now. Young man. Hello everybody. Happy Friday. I can ask for you. Oh yeah, JP, you'll hook me up. You got, like, you in tight with Donald J? You homies? Or, I mean, I guess you could just, you know, maybe if he's in Trump Tower one day, just be like, do you even know who I am? I'm JP. I've got New York money. Sign this hat. Yeah, I figured you do. Okay, cool. What's up, Dan Can? Arch Emperor Grim Wolf. What's up? He likes the Nelk Boys. We have connects. Do we have connects? Do we? I don't think we have connects though. And I'm not sure we have connects. I don't really know. I'm not really sure what the plan is for today. I'm not sure if anyone wanted to play Diablo today, or if you guys were doing other things today, which is fine. But since he likes them, I can like them now, right? I still think the Nelk Boys are a little bit annoying. No, Aramaic for L-coms. Mahomes for president. Yeah, Mahomes for president is a little bit of an L-com. That is kind of an L. I don't know how to... somebody... Timeout. There we go. Thanks, Mikey. Howdy, y'all. What's up, Will? Hi, Will. How are you? I want you guys to know that I have a stalker fan. I've got a stalker fan. This guy really doesn't like me, and I'm like pretty positive I know who it is. And I banned his Twitch account, but if he makes another one, if he uses like a VPN and makes another one, then I'm not sure which one that'll be. But I've got a stalker fan, you guys, who doesn't like me because I say curse words. Literally. That's the entire motivation. So as you guys, are you real? Because Angel's not real. Yeah, I'm real. Let me see if you still feel that way in a second. Do you still feel that way? Do you still feel that way? Because I've been getting a lot of hate for this. Not that I give a single flying F at all, but do you still feel that way? Johnny, thank you very much for the resub. So you walked into me explaining that I've got a stalker fan. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys some screenshots here, because I think that this is fun. Mr. Danimal, thank you very much for the follow. Trump, hell yeah. Let's go. Hell yeah. Woo! So, as you guys may or may not know about me, I didn't always share my views as like vocally as I used to, or like as I have been in the past. Like when I first started Twitch, I don't think I talked about Trump versus Biden at all on stream. But I felt compelled to, within the past year especially, a lot in response to the October 7th attacks. I felt like I saw the downhill spiral from that, and I really feel like I've felt compelled, especially in the past year, to be vocal about disagreeing with so much of the far left progressive movement. And so if you've been here for long enough, you know that I am very conservative. You know that, hey, Mr. Danimal, thank you so much for the Prime. Love that. Thank you. I am very conservative. I very proudly and loudly voted for Donald Trump, and I did so in 2020, and I did so in 2016. And I was quiet about that in the past because we have been bullied and shunned for so many years. Yo, Mr. Danimal, thank you so much for the 5 gifted as well. Heck yeah, that's right. Go woke, go broke. Mr. Danimal, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Appreciate that a ton. Thank you. So yeah, I for so long I have felt very bullied for my opinions, but recently I have felt very much so that if we don't speak up, then there's no chance of having these conversations. There's no chance of finding out if you can find common ground with people and help them see that it's not the end of the world. People are not going to be rounded up and thrown into concentration camps. Nobody is losing their rights. I've been seeing so many very sad reactions to this, and that makes me sad because I think that they've been really brainwashed. I mean, I've already heard of people who have in game, you know, but not in game. I don't know, like, if you're actually allowed to say the word. They said GG in their own lives because they've been brainwashed into believing that this would be the end of the world. And that is a direct, the people responsible for that are the people like the mainstream media, the women on The View, Hassan and friends on this freaking platform. Like, the sun came up, the world is still spinning. Donald Trump is not the dictator fascist that you've been told he is. So yeah. The real question is, can you do the Donald Trump little victory dance he did his speech? There will be a reward if you do it. Yes, are you ready? I have to like squat down because you can't see me, but I'm even gonna add the golf swing. I did it at the beginning of stream too, actually. Yeah. Listen. Hey, thank you very much. That's right, YMCA. Yeah, so I have been very vocal about this the past 2 days or so because I am happy about the results, right? I'm happy about what happened, and so I have been celebrating. Um, which people don't seem to like. And I have had lots of very, very nasty words said to me, as I've had in the past for expressing my opinions on abortion and all other types of things. Um, I've had some very, 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 very not nice things said to me, which is crazy because I would never do that in reverse. Like, I would never wish cancer on someone. I would never say to someone, your mom should have aborted you. I would never say these things. But apparently, I'm the Nazi fascist, right? So that's always fun to me. How to be speaking up on a real note? Sad to say, it takes a lot of bravery, but sad truth. Yeah, it really is. It really is, especially on a platform like this where so many of the creators are very vocal on the opposite side of the spectrum. There are 1000% way more creators on this platform that voted for Trump and are closet conservatives than they're willing to admit because they know what happens if they openly express these opinions. So, I mean, I've lost people. I've lost multiple people from expressing my opinions. I've lost 3 tier 3s for saying the things that I've said over the past year. And I don't regret it at all because it is important to me to say these things. I walked up to my mom the other day and said, hello, fellow fascist. That's right, we're fascists. We want to just take over the friggin' world. Okay, so the stalker person. So this is... Okay, so I'm going to show you. Okay, question. I'm not American, so I don't really have much skin in the game, but to me, I don't really understand why people voted for Trump in this election over Kamala. Because we are American and we do have skin in the game. Because we want our country to be good for our children, and not the direction that it was going. So, so I got a message in February from someone. I got a message from someone in February saying, okay, I don't know if I wish victim was here so I could find out if I think I'm allowed to show this if I like crop out the person's name so I can show you the message that they sent me. But I got this message a while back, right? And LOL, no. But I mean, like, are you sure? Are you sure that I can't show? I'm pretty sure they sent it to me on Twitter, so I'm pretty sure I can show it. Her answer to that was, I wouldn't change anything. That gave many zero hope, so anyone on the fence voted Trump. He can be a dick, but at least he had a plan. Like, when asked, how will you reduce the price of things, like, his response was, okay, so in order for the price of things to come down, we need to be energy independent, right? He gave, like, a legit response. And then when you ask Kamala that same question, she goes, well, I just really believe in the American dream. And I just want everyone to have the American dream. And I'm like, okay, so what? So, like, what is your answer? It's like, what's your answer, though? That's nice that you want everyone to experience the American dream, but what's your answer? How will you do that? And she said that she wouldn't have done anything different from Biden in the past 4 years. The past 4 years were not pleasant for us. So, honestly, Patty, it's not a crime to express your own opinions or feelings. It's a crime to dehumanize people for having their own thoughts. Original thoughts, mind you. Yeah, people have been saying some really awful things to me. So, and I have not said the things to them. TJ, thank you for the tier 1. Hi, TJ. What's up, TJ? when we have illegal immigrants being taken care of before our own citizens, it's an issue. There are a lot of reasons that people voted for Trump. A lot. And it's not because we're fascist, hateful, bigot, racist, whatever, these like buzzwords that keep getting thrown around. Like I saw this clip earlier from the women on The View, and the one woman was saying there's a county in Texas that's 96% Hispanic, and they went 75% for Trump. And they were like, well, why do you think that is? And the one woman says, because they're sexist and misogynist. And she goes, no, it's because they're on the border. It's because they have a front row seat to the border crisis, because they are dealing firsthand with it. Like, why? We are so tired of the identity politics. Nobody cares that Kamala's a woman. We didn't vote against her because she's a woman. We voted against her because we don't like what she ran on, her platform, her policies, her lack of policies, her lack of platform. So we're not monsters for voting for Trump. We want a safe border. We want a strong, independent economy. We want men out of women's spaces and out of women's sports. A lot of people, like Kamala, her biggest thing running was abortion, and like neither of them can even do anything about abortion, because abortion has already gone back to the states, and that's not a decision that the president can overturn. Like she can't bring back Roe v. Wade. It's gone to the states. So like her whole platform was essentially a lie. Like she can't actually do anything about abortion, and neither can Trump. It's gone to the states. It's in the states' hands, and that's why we saw there were 10 states that had abortion on the ballot on Tuesday. 7 out of 10 were approved. So, and those states still went to Trump. So, like, if you set your expectations, hi Tagmo, low, you'll never be disappointed. And my expectations were low. Thank you very much for the 100 biddies. Thank you. So, like, abortion is not even a good thing to run on. Listen, if you set your expectations Moose, low, thank you very much for the 100 biddies. Thank you. And my expectations were low. Thank you guys very much for the hype train. I appreciate you starting a hype train. It was under Trump that abortion went to the states, yes. And lots of people actually like that. Because it gives the power to the people, because then we can vote on whether or not we want abortion. And as we saw, 7 out of 10 states that had abortion on the ballot, like either like limiting it by the gestational age, like whatever, 6 weeks or whatever, 7 out of 10 states said yes, they want more legal access to abortion. So this whole abortion topic is absurd, because most places it's not it's not going anywhere. It's actually getting more, you're getting more power in saying I want this, which we saw people exercise the right to do. So the whole abortion argument was a bad one in the first place, because they can't do anything about it because it's in the state's hands. Which I love, because that gave more power to the people. And unfortunately, my state is a pro-abortion state, which is disgusting and vile to me, but it is what it is. However, a state like Florida said no to Amendment 4B. So I have hope. I have hope that there are more people in this country that are against abortion than they would like us to believe. But it's odd how voters of Trump are portrayed as racist, fascist, and other ridiculous terms to make them seem like they should be punished for their views. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? It makes me especially sad when people who have known me for a very long time have have stopped being my friend, like have stopped supporting my stream, have stopped. Like I had someone who has been a member of my community for a very long time, who was a tier 3 sub for a very long time, blocked me on Twitter yesterday. And I'm like, that makes me sad because you've known me for so long. You know the type of person I am. Like, you know, I'm not a monster. I'm not a racist. I'm not a fascist. I don't want to see anybody harmed. I don't want to see anybody, like, I just want to be normal. I just want to be normal. I just want the country to be normal. That's it. That's it. I just want normalcy. Like I'm tired of the insanity. Not even me. Not even you, TJ. Not even you. I see that you downgraded to tier 1, which does hurt me a little bit, TJ, but that's okay. You know,
Listen,
not even you.
Your expectations will never be disappointed. And my expectations were low.
Thank you very much for the 100 bits. Thank you. Appreciate it. Wasn't Florida close 57%, but 60% rule there? No, I think it was more than that. I think it was quite a bit more than that. I think it was quite a bit said no to that. Here's the wild thing about the abortion argument stuff. So many people are like, OMG, my rights are gone. Correct. Like, that's what I mean. Like, people have been lied to. Like, it's a blatant lie. Your rights are not gone. Another thing that has really bothered me, especially having just experienced a miscarriage this year, is the lie that miscarriage care is abortion care. It's not. Ectopic pregnancies are not abortions. An ectopic pregnancy will never, ever, 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 ever be viable because it is outside of the uterus. So ectopic pregnancies are not abortion care. Miscarriages are not abortion care. You can go to a Catholic hospital and be treated by a Catholic doctor when having a miscarriage or having an ectopic pregnancy. So there's a lot of fear mongering that happened, trying to get people to vote for Kamala based on this lie. But apparently people did not see past the lie, and they were incapable of doing their own research and understanding that she can't actually do anything about it. In Florida, they needed 6% to say yes, but only 50% said yes. Yeah, so yeah. So what I'm saying is there were more on the other side. Okay, you were saying 50% said yes. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. I didn't realize you were saying it the opposite way. Also, hi Thomas. Hello Thomas. Need some tunes. Can you play Booty Man by Tim Wilson? What? I don't know what that is, but my regular tunes are probably not going to be tunes that you would want to listen to. Hey, let's listen to the final countdown, because this just happens to be here. Dual Sense gifted a sub to Mia Khalifa. I actually think, thank you very much for the gifted sub, but I actually think I want to, like, ban her from even being able to get a sub in my channel, because she's vile. And like wants our military to get their legs blown off. So she's like not a good person. Don't really want her having a sub to my channel. It's funny how 18 million voters that voted in 2020 disappeared in 2024. Weird, right? So I think this is all right. So this is because of COVID, right? Because of the mail-in ballots. Victim gives a really good explanation here. My thing is, mail-in ballots, I believe very strongly that we should have voter ID and you should have to vote the day of in person, and that should be it. I think mail-in ballots are absurd, and I think early voting is absurd. I simply can't wrap my mind around how we are why we don't have requirements to have voter ID and voting in person and confirming that the person who was voting is actually voting. I do not believe that the 18 million people who voted in 2020 were all alive and voted themselves. I simply don't believe it. So that happened because of mail-in ballots, because during COVID they were sent out to everybody, whether you requested them or not. And like your grandma could have been in a nursing home, unable to vote for herself, but it gets sent to the house, and you say, well, sure, I'm making grandma vote for Kamala or for Biden. Boom, boom, bam, bam. Yeah, that I don't think those 18 million people are ever gonna vote again. If you need an ID to get alcohol, cigarettes, vape, why would it make exactly? And a lot of people say, which is such a ridiculous racist thing to say, is like minorities don't know how to get IDs. Are you telling me Black people are just driving around without licenses? That's if you walk up to a Black person on the street and say, hey, do you have a license? I'm gonna bet you they're gonna say yes. Like, it's such a racist, ridiculous thing to say. They're more than capable of getting IDs. So there's no reason to not have voter ID. Like, national, like across the board. There are some states that have voter ID. But I want to go, when I go to vote, I want them to be like, may I see your ID, please? To make sure I'm the person that I say I am. Which did not happen when I went to vote. They just say, your name? This is you? Yep, sign. Like, that's what happened. I would like to walk up there and them say, ID, show them, prove I'm the person that I say I am, and then vote for my candidate. I voted as Batman? You could have, TJ, you could have. You could have. Why not? It's wild how people get taught to vote Dem when they're young, then they move right later in life and then vote Dem again after death. That's what I'm saying. I will say one thing that I have found pretty funny is the memes that have come out of this election, and there have been a lot of Lord of the Rings memes. Oh, and they're so funny. And I really like the one of Biden, or it was Aragorn, and he's saying to the Army of the Dead. It says Biden talking to his 20 million extra voters, and it's the scene where Aragorn says, I hold your oaths fulfilled, be at peace, after they help them win Minas Tirith. And that one I saw that and I just could not stop laughing. People are so funny. The internet is really funny sometimes. Oh, I never finished my stalker fan story. Okay, so anyway, I got a message back in February from someone who I knew was from the stream, who said to me, basically, you are a fake Christian because your bit alerts and the fact that you curse. He told me that it's basically blasphemous for me to sit here and have ashes on my head for Ash Wednesday and claim to be a Catholic when I say curse words and make inappropriate jokes and my sound bites are inappropriate and stuff. As a side note, I just want to say this for people who don't know. It's actually not a sin. I don't need to go to confession and say, Father, I said shit on my stream, because that's not actually a sin. If he had the ability to just like Google that, he would know that that's not a sin. But apparently that's like too much to ask. So it would be a sin if the intention behind it was like I curse someone. Like if I say, damn this person to hell, or if I said damn the Democrats to hell, right? If I said something like that, which obviously I'm not saying it as like with intention behind it right now, but if I said that with intention behind it, that's a sin. That's cursing. And I literally asked my priest about this. I went to confession. Because it's not. I went to confession after I got this message from him, and I asked my priest in confession, I said, do I need to confess that I like make inappropriate jokes and say like bitch? And he's like, no. No, he's like, it's vulgar and like you shouldn't just because like you're an adult, but like that's not a sin and you don't need to confess it. And then he explained to me what like the origin of cursing, and cursing means to curse someone, right? That's where it comes from, is I curse you to hell, etc. And so I was like, okay, great. So I don't need to come on and be like, Father, my bit alerts are a little bit inappropriate, forgive me. So this person is wrong. And I didn't feel like explaining that to them, so I blocked them on Twitter. I have 4 people blocked on Twitter, 4 total. And the other 3 are like completely random people that were in like a thread somewhere else that told me to like get cancer and die or something, right? So I blocked them. Then, and I can show you this because these were on Twitter. This was like public information here. And then we had this interaction. Ready? This is NFX, right? It is, yeah. Okay, here's this in the browser. Whoa, why is it zoomed in so much? Okay, so this is what I tweeted. Oh my gosh, why is it so large? Why is it so gigantic? All right, so this is what I tweeted, right? This was right after the decision desk called Pennsylvania for Trump. So I knew it was over. I feel like I was like the first person on Twitter to tweet like it's done. Because I as soon as Pennsylvania was called, I was like, this is it. He's getting Alaska. He was at 267. I was like, he's getting Alaska. This is done. Right? So I tweeted this. And this is the interaction that occurred. And I'm like, this is not the account that he first messaged me on. This is a completely different account. This account literally only follows me, has never tweeted anything else, and has only ever responded to my tweets. So this person created, okay, so ready? So here we go. What time do we show up for January 6th riot tryouts? Blah, 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 blah. So tired of the same old bullshit. So tired of this stupid fucking January 6th nonsense. And I said, considering we won the Senate, the House, the presidency, and the popular vote, seems like more people actually agree with me, right? You're so simple-minded, it makes me laugh. I'm an independent voter. Win, lose, I win. I didn't want either of this shit. I'll laugh at it all goes crumbling down. Total power is not good in this country. You'll see. Go back to Twitch and be a fake Catholic cursing like a sailor. So this was like, I'm like, okay, this is the same person who messaged me months ago telling me that I'm not a real Catholic because I curse. Clearly, he doesn't actually know what it means to be a Catholic. Clearly, he's very not aware. Okay, so then this is what I said. Now, he had responded to another tweet like a week earlier. Not a week earlier. No, it was election day because I was tweeting about being Catholic and voting for Trump. And he responded, I'm a 31-year-old Christian this, and I'm voting for Kamala or something like that. So I said this. I'm a fake Catholic, bro. You voted for a woman who wants no restrictions on abortion whatsoever. You're hilarious. Because you cannot, and this is something that I've been seeing a lot recently, is like people calling themselves Christian. And clearly they have no idea what being a Christian means, because Jesus Christ would not be okay with abortion. So you cannot justify being a Democrat with being Christian, because the Democrats are very, very, we want abortion all the time, no matter what. You literally cannot be those two things at the same time. And I've been seeing a lot of this. And especially since Trump won, I've been seeing a lot of people saying, Christians can't vote for Trump, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, if you think that of the two people, Trump was the less Christian option, you're very wrong. I don't know why he said this, because I didn't say this. Like, I don't know why he said the country wasn't founded as a Christian nation. It wasn't. It was, I mean, freedom of religion was really, really important, but it wasn't because they were all Christian. And I never said that. And my thing with abortion is not, it does not come from my religion. It comes from the fact that the scientific community agrees that life begins at conception, and to deny that it is a human being in the body is like illogical. So okay. I suggest you say that stuff in church, or see if your priest agrees. Okay, but the shit you say on your Twitch, I suggest you say that stuff in church and see if your priest agrees. My deacon and my priest make lots of funny jokes that include curse words, or like inappropriate, like so-and-so walks into a bar. My priest eats at a bar every single dinner. Like, every dinner of his life, he eats at a local bar. Like, if you think that my priest would have a problem with me making jokes on my stream, like, you're very delusional. My priest would have a problem with me murdering the child in my stomach. Not my stomach, but my uterus. My priest would have a problem with me being a sex worker, which is another thing that this person responded to when I said that women who have OnlyFans are completely invalidated to me because they're sex workers, and so they have no self-respect and no morals. And he said, that's not true. Just because a woman does this doesn't, and I'm like, no, it does actually. So my priest would have problems with those things, but my priest would not have a problem with my stream. But okay. Either way, you should get some sleep. You have a long day of puking and then crying on Twitch because you can't hit Partner Plus. And this is why I'm saying this is a little bit of a stalker fan. Because clearly this person is watching my stream, is probably still in my Discord, and has an obsession with me. I said, you have a very weird obsession with me. Not at all, I'm a troll. Messing with you takes zero effort. I look forward to your next cry stream. I think we're due for one at least a week. Gotta get those gift subs and bit donations up. Maybe you'll get Partner Plus again. Okay, and then look at the last one. This is the last one. Oh, where is it? Oh, this is it. This is the last one. Or perhaps I'm testing the bounds for when you'll actually block me again and I need to create another throwaway. Either way, you keep replying. So how about your obsession with me? So I was replying to his tweets because I thought this was like a fan who was trying to get me like engagement. Because I've always complained to you guys about not responding to my tweets or this or that. And so I thought, because he would respond to like almost all of my tweets, I thought this was someone who was trying to get me engagement. So I would respond to his messages, like his responses. But that's not the case. It turns out he's a stalker fan. Turns out he's obsessed with me and continues to watch my stream and be in my Discord or wherever the fuck he is and have a problem with me. So I just want you guys to know, apparently we've got a stalker fan in here. So, hi. I hope I cleared things up for you. I just want to say I'm sorry about Twitter the other day. I disagree about the future and I'm worried about my kid's future, but I still love you. I don't even remember what you said. I don't remember what you said. I feel like I do, but I don't. It's okay. I want you to know that your kid's future is fine. I want you to know that your kids are fine. You're fine. Everybody is fine. I'm sorry that the mainstream media has convinced everybody that the world is coming to an end. But no, it's fine. Don't be disappointed in your fellow Americans, because your fellow Americans voted for things that are reasonable. and are not based on identity politics. And we're not evil fascist dictators. We're just unhappy with the past 4 years. So feel free to whisper me, stalker person, I won't switch. Snitch. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I know. I banned the Twitch account. I banned the Twitch account that sent me this stuff. Because if they're obsessed with me, I don't need them being obsessed with me. I don't need a stalker fan. I mean, I've got a husband and we're armed. So, I mean, if you show up, it's gonna be GG's for you. But like, I don't need to deal with a stalker fan in my life, so I banned them. However, I don't know if they're gonna like fucking make a VPN and make another account and make another Twitter account to stalk me. Also, hi, Claustine. Kid, hi, stalker. Where are you, stalker? Hello. So that was that. But if you saw any of my other tweets or any of the other interactions on my Twitter, you would see a lot of people saying really, really not nice things to me. Like one person said, your mom should have aborted you. And I'm like, man, the party of love and tolerance is really, really hateful and intolerant. That's crazy. Apparently it's us, but I don't think so. Yes, the party of love and intolerance. You are a sad person if you brag you have weapons and would kill someone. It makes me sad to say I will defend myself if you are a stalker fan and you want to harm me. That makes me sad. Not the person who is a stalker fan and wants to harm me. That person's not sad, but I'm sad. And this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly why we voted for Trump. This is what I'm talking about. What? Where's the logic? Where is the logic there? Where is the logic? To be fair, I have been unhappy with the last 5 administrations. Just things I've seen and read have me worried. Nice self-report, dude. Yeah, I mean, let's see. How many messages do you have? 5 messages. I don't think this is the same person. But, I don't know. The real stalker were the memories we made along the way. Oh yeah, there are lots of memories here. Lots of memories. Did he actually say he will harm you? No, but making throwaway accounts to harass somebody specifically is like, that's like the step before I'm going to harm you. Like lots of times that's how that escalates, is somebody harasses someone, and then they're like, oh, I've been blocked, I've been banned. The next step is I'm gonna find out where they are and I'm gonna harm them, right? And so I'm preemptively saying, don't try it, because it's not gonna work out for you. So I don't know how that makes me the sad person and not the person who's creepily obsessed with me. But what do I know? I'm a Trump supporter. What do I know? I voted for Trump. What's up, T80? I'm sure you heard of the racist messages that went out. That was off the hook. Isn't it so interesting? Isn't it so interesting now how they're like turning on Black men and Hispanics because they felt entitled to their votes? Very nice. Very nice. Very tolerant. Very, very tolerant. I think my problem is everybody fighting and hating someone because of how they vote. Like, to wish death on someone because of how they vote is asinine to me. We all share this ball of dirt together. The political genocide needs to stop. Yeah, see, I was very disappointed when Joe Biden won. And I didn't say any of that shit to anyone because I am a grown-ass adult. who understands that the world is going to keep spinning. Because I have a healthy skepticism when it comes to the media and when it comes to the government. And apparently that doesn't exist for some people. So if you disagree with me, I hope you die. That's what it is now. I hope you die. So another thing is I remember a year ago when October 7th happened, I said, this is going to lead to so much anti-Semitism. This is going to cause so much pain and suffering for the Jewish people. I knew it. I called it. And I remember this was another tier 3 who left my stream this particular day because I was defending Israel and I was just defending the Jewish. And he said, that's absurd. What anti-Semitism? Where do you see anti-Semitism? Did you guys see the news today? Did you see what happened in Amsterdam? Did you see what happened? Emergency evacuations for Jewish people out of Amsterdam. Are we in the Holocaust? Like, what? Have we learned nothing? Have we learned nothing from human history? Really? And this is why I was so passionately vocal about the Free Palestine bullshit being bullshit. Because it is bullshit. And it has nothing to do with this small fucking chunk of land and has everything to do with eliminating the Jews. They want the Jews gone. And if you don't understand that, you have been so brainwashed. And I'm so sorry that you don't know any history of the area. I'm sorry that you don't understand that this is about eliminating the Jews. I'm anything but a Trump supporter nor an American. I'm honestly curious about why you guys vote for Trump. The biggest reasons that people voted for Trump: immigration, inflation, general sanity. We're tired of being told we need to vote a certain way because of identity politics. Like, vote for Kamala because she's a woman. We don't care. We don't give a fuck. I'm tired of being told I have to vote a certain way because I'm a woman, especially when I disagree with everything that the woman has to say. Would you vote for a Republican woman if they had similar policies to Trump? Yes, I have no issue voting for a woman. I had an issue voting for that woman. They need to stop sending billions to these countries. Money I might add we'll never see again. They might as well light that money on fire and throw it in the trash. Yes, we do need to stop doing that. Yes. And like, that's another thing. We say America first. We say America first, and we've been saying that our whole lives, and we get told it's racist. It's racist to say America first because I want Americans taken care of before I want illegal immigrants taken care of. People who came into this country illegally. Illegal. Like, breaking the law from the jump. Like, I want the people who need our assistance to be taken care of. Not people who should not be here. I'm just trying to emphasize. Do you care what happens to Palestinian civilians? Of course. I do not want to see civilians' death. But if you think that Hamas is not orchestrating that, is not hiding behind them, literally hiding underneath them, then I don't know what to tell you. And the Palestinian people elected Hamas to be their leaders. Terrorist groups are running that place. No, Israel is, you think you mean Palestine. America's not a race unless you're talking about those that were here before it was America. Yeah, but you know that when we say America first, what they're assuming is that we mean like white people. They're like, oh, America first, you mean white people? Racist. I'm like, no, I mean America first. I mean American citizens first. There's no way I can vote for someone who was appointed to the ticket, especially when they say we need to protect our democracy by voting for someone who is nominated the least democratic way possible. No one is happier than Joe Biden today. Or the other day. Claustine, thank you very much for the 1 sub to Game Relay, by the way. Thank you, Claustine. Did you guys see how happy Joe Biden was? And did you see how he got through like 5 minutes without stuttering? The dude looked like a totally changed man. New man. He's thrilled. No one's happier than Joe Biden. Did you see Jill Biden wore a red suit on election day? Oh, he hates Kamala. Jill Biden knows what she did. Wearing a red suit on election day as a Democrat is wild. That's wild. They 1000% voted for Donald Trump. I am convinced. I'm 100% convinced Jill and Joe Biden voted for Trump and hate Kamala Harris. So, yeah, no, he does. How about, do you guys remember the picture, like, I don't know when it was, of him wearing the Trump hat? And everyone was like, huh? No, he's happy because Trump won. And he gets to say, I beat Trump, but Kamala didn't. What do you take to look so young? I don't know, I just am young. We can have empathy for what is happening to other people around the world, but when did the responsibility of being the world police fall on America? We have plenty of our own problems that we need to focus on for a bit. When a plane loses oxygen, what do they say? Put your own mask on before helping the person next to you. Also, when you slaughter a bunch of innocent people at a music festival, and I mean slaughter, rape, kidnap, slaughter, you have to deal with the repercussions of that. You have to deal with the repercussions of that. That was your choice. So, don't attack Israel. Don't attack Israel. I mean, like, it's that easy. No, I don't have a yoga ball. Stop asking me if I have a yoga ball. I'm not gonna get on a yoga ball. I don't own a yoga ball. Don't ask me weird questions. Do you have a yoga ball? You want to give me a yoga ball? Because I don't own a yoga ball. Maybe he wanted to buy it. I don't own one. I don't do yoga, Claustine. I mean, like, who has a yoga ball?
Listen, if you set your expectations low,
yoga ball for Christmas.
My expectations were low.
I don't need a yoga ball. Like, I don't do yoga. I mean, I know that you can use a yoga ball later in pregnancy to try to like induce pregnancy or labor. But, like, I don't need a yoga ball. I don't do yoga. No, I hated yoga. I had to do yoga for work, actually. This is a weird thing, but we had to do yoga for work and I hated it. It's just like I don't want to sit there and do tree poses and like for 45 seconds. Like, that's boring. Like, if we're gonna do something active, like, let me do something fun. Yoga's boring. Yoga balls can make you preggy. No, I am pregnant. Class time. Thank you so much for gifting Too Much Salt a sub. Thank you. TAD, thank you for gifting FG a sub. Also, FG, I've been reading your messages. I see you're almost done with your first semester of college. That's wonderful. I have been seeing them. Hi, FG. We do YMCA dances over here, not yoga. Exactly. Young man. Do 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 do. I say, young man. Do 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 do. But yeah, I don't want anybody, like, if you voted for Kamala and you're sad that Kamala lost, I don't want you to unfollow me. Like, I'm not out here being like, if you voted for Kamala, get out of my community. You're an idiot and I disagree with you. Like, everyone is allowed to vote for who they want, what they want. Like, that's the great thing about being in a democratic republic. Like, that's wonderful. Exercise that right. I don't care. I don't know you. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Sorry, I don't know you. I'm talking to my community that I know. I don't care if you fucking unfollow me. I don't know you. I'm a Marine veteran and I am a probate in Veterans Motorcycle Club. They messaged me the other day and said, be prepared to do the Trump victory dance at our next meeting. If the MSM were here, they would take what you said and selectively clip only that with no context. Always. I bet he's unburdened by what has been. Probably. Class Time, thank you so much for gifting Orange Chaos a sub. Class Time, I love what you're doing right now. I highly support it. Thank you very much. Saw someone from the Dem Party say on some news channel today that they're not the party of common sense. Kind of says it all, really. Yeah, I've actually been really enjoying the Democrats finding, like, becoming realized. Like, they're like, oh, you know what? Maybe we ran with things that people don't give a shit about. Focused on too many issues that don't relate to people. Maybe we should not do that. Like, maybe we should focus on not that. They're becoming aware. They're becoming self-aware. No, Snides, I did the golf swing earlier. Patty, how are the two of you? Hi, Steelers. The two of us are doing well. The two of us are doing well. I am 13 weeks and 2 days. 13 weeks and 2 days, which means next Wednesday I'll be officially in the second trimester. I'll be in my 4th month, which, thank the Lord, truly, because pregnancy is tough. It's been tough. OMG, congrats. Thank you very much. Patty, why did you vote for Trump? Me personally, I can tell you why I personally voted for Donald Trump. I personally,
never be disappointed. And my expectations were low.
Thank you very much for the 100 bits. I personally voted for Donald Trump because I wanted a candidate who represented what I believe. And I believe in a safe and secure border. I'm tired of seeing articles about young women, young girls being assaulted, being murdered by illegal immigrants. I am tired of seeing women's spaces and women's opportunities invaded by men. I'm tired of being told that men can be women and women can be men when I know that that's not true, because I am a person who understands that we have XX chromosomes and XY chromosomes. I wanted a candidate who didn't say things like no restrictions on abortion, like let's have it anytime, anywhere, any place, forever. I just believe that Donald Trump was the more reasonable candidate for these reasons.
Listen, if you set your expectations,
thank you, PK.
you'll never be disappointed. my expectations were
Thank
low.
you, PK. And I'm really sorry. And I think that a lot of Europeans have been really, really misled. I mean, I know a lot of people in this country have been really misled. Donald Trump is not going to end the world. I mean, in the past, like 24 hours, Putin's like ready to end the war in Ukraine, right? Hamas ready to end their monstrosities. China wants to have a safe, what was the word? So I forget exactly what they said, but a good relationship, working relationship with the United States. I mean, like within the past 24 hours, we have seen people respond to the strength of Donald Trump as our leader. If you think those things would have happened with Kamala being elected, I think that you are in denial. So I am thrilled. I'm thrilled. I really am. Okay, so the person that I wanted personally was Vivek. I wanted Vivek Ramaswamy. I would love to see Vivek one day in the White House. I absolutely adore Vivek. Big fan. So, yes, I wanted Vivek. Putin is glad that Trump won. You don't see a problem with that? No, I don't. I don't see a problem with that. I think that Trump winning means peace for the entire world. And people should want that. Leaders of countries should want that. People should be happy that Trump won. Everyone should be happy that Trump won. No one's rights are being taken away. You're not going to be thrown in concentration camps if you're a gay person or a trans person or a minority or any of these things that you've been told. Trump is obviously not Hitler. He's not a misogynist, as we've been told. He disappointed his White House chief of staff. And guess what? It is a woman. It is a woman. No, women's rights are not being taken away. Abortion has gone to the states. Neither Trump nor Kamala could do anything about that. It is now a state issue. Abortion should have never even been a topic of discussion because they can do nothing about it. On top of that, there's been so much fear-mongering and lying about it. Ectopic pregnancies are not abortions. That is not abortion care. Miscarriages are not abortions. That is not abortion care. You can go to a Catholic hospital and be treated by a Catholic doctor for a miscarriage or an ectopic pregnancy because those are not viable pregnancies. The fear-mongering and the lying is absurd. So no, women's rights are not being taken away. They were never going to be taken away in the first place. You have been lied to. Please. Please. 60% of women who are pro-choice in all these states don't have access to abortions. They do have access to abortions. There is no state where abortions are completely gone. There are heartbeat bills where you can't get an abortion after 6 weeks. And you know what? You should know if you're pregnant by 6 weeks. And I would also like to point out recently, since Donald Trump has been elected, there's been a movement called the 4B movement, where women are saying, don't have sex with men unprotected. Don't have sex with men who you don't think will stay with you if you get pregnant. Honeys, were you not already doing that? Are you admitting that you've been using abortion as birth control? Are you admitting that you don't know how a condom works or birth control works? Sweetie, do you not know that if you have unprotected sex, you can get pregnant? So, that kind of like, do we not see how like people are using abortion as birth control when it should have been safe, legal, rare, not I'm going to let every guy hit it because I can and then abort a bunch of babies. What? Yeah, 4B. Yeah, it means don't have sex with a man. But that's what they're all saying, is don't have unprotected sex. Don't have sex with men who you don't think will stay with you. Don't have sex with men at all. And I'm like, yes, that's a great choice. That is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful decision that you're making. You know what happens if you don't have sex with men? You don't get pregnant, and then you don't need to have abortions. Crazy. What a crazy concept. Imagine. So, like, again, no one's rights are being taken away. Abortion is already at the state's level. 10 states had abortion on their ballot on Tuesday, and 7 out of 10 said yes. So abortion is, as much as it hurts me because it breaks my heart that we're murdering our unborn children, it's okay. If you are incapable of hearing the truth, then you're just going to continue to be brainwashed. No. Let's not play that game. Because 99% of abortions are elective. That means done for no reason, literally no reason, or economic, or social. So let's not play the game of the 1% of abortions that are incest and rape. Let's not play that game, because I don't like that game. If we can get on the same page about the 99%, then we can talk about the 1%. But until you agree that the 99% is wrong, we're not going to talk about the 1%, because you can't even get to that point. Thank you very much, Mr. Danimal, for the one gifted to Inky Hates Weebs. My wife and I just put our 14-year-old daughter on birth control because I'd rather be prepared than be naive and pretend she isn't perfect. This is a totally different topic, but birth control is so bad. Hormonal birth control is so bad. And you should look into alternatives. Because hormonal birth control is very, very, very bad for the body. And I don't want her to experience problems later in life when she wants to conceive. Just dropped in to say, hope your pregnancy is going well and you're staying healthy. Thank you. Appreciate that. Baby is thriving. I'm not thriving so much, but baby is thriving. So I have a different take on this that I don't know if either side would agree with. Interesting. Okay, Gamerly. Sure, share it. If those 99% want to, let them. Isn't it their own body? Okay, but what about the body that's inside of them? Isn't that, like, doesn't that person deserve rights? Does it only deserve rights if it's a girl? Like, if you do the early genetic testing, you find out at 10 weeks that it's a girl. What about that baby's my body, my choice? Like, don't rip me to shreds, Mom. My body, my choice. Royce, thank you very much. Thanks, Royce. That's my husband, Sundance. So he's also saying a thank you. I was living in New Mexico when there was a story where a girl dumped her surprise baby in the trash, and luckily dumpster divers found it. Just pathetic behavior. That's awful. That's very, very awful. My ex-wife developed endometriosis because of birth control. Hormonal birth control is the most awful thing you can put in your body as a woman. I am very, 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 very against hormonal birth control. It's awful. There is so much research that shows that hormonal birth control is horrendous. It's very bad. So it's like, if you take it as an adult when you're 18, go for it, but little girls who have not yet finished growing up should not be taking hormonal birth control. Cloud9, thank you very much for another subby. Thank you. Thank you. We're slowly getting back up to that 1,000. Love that. The body is usually still too young to even have awareness. Also, there is a difference between an embryo and a fetus. No, there's not. It's a baby. I hate euphemisms. And I hate euphemisms. It's a baby. And if you know, let me ask a question. If you know, let's say it's your sister. Let's just hypothetically. Let's say you get into a car accident with your sister. You're driving. You get into a car accident with your sister. She goes into a coma. The doctors tell you there is a 100% chance that in 9 months, she will come back. Her sentience will return. Is it morally acceptable for you to pull the plug on her because she doesn't have sentience for 9 months? Like, oh, well, I don't really want to wait 9 months. And let's make it even closer to pregnancy. Let's say that you have to stay hooked up to her. Let's say you have to stay hooked up to her, right? Let's say that she needs a blood transfusion from you at all times. Okay. Is it morally acceptable to say, no, I don't want to sacrifice my resources for her? Pull the plug. I don't care if she's going to come back in 9 months. She has no sentience right now. Don't care. Is that morally acceptable? Like, I simply don't understand how people can justify murdering a baby. It's absurd, especially because with technology now, viability is so much earlier. Babies can survive out of the womb at like 23 weeks now. Like 23 weeks. So you don't even have to say 9 months. Do you know how many? That would be 10 weeks from now. My baby could survive out of my womb, obviously with help from a machine. But 10 weeks from now, if something happened and I gave birth, that baby could survive. So how are you going to tell me? How are you going to possibly tell me that that is not a human being? Because there's a difference between taking something away or never giving it. How do babies come into being? Do you know how a baby comes into being? Do you know how a baby is created? Right? You have sex, right? Do you know how you could 100% avoid creating that baby? Not have sex. All you have to do is make a decision. All you have to do is say, not gonna have sex. Yeah, I mean, take it in the ass if you want, I guess. That's not exactly where I was going. Of course you thought the same thing, Cloud9, you sicko. Do butt stuff. Just do butt stuff. Just do butt stuff, I guess. Yeah, that's a creative alternative. I'm sure a lot of people in here are into that. Isn't there still a balance, especially where the health of the mother is at serious risk? Okay, so this is another argument that I really despise. There is no circumstance where the health of the mother requires murdering the baby. None whatsoever. People will say ectopic pregnancies. Yes, an ectopic pregnancy, if not removed, will result in potential death to the mother. Ectopic pregnancies are never viable. That baby will never survive. It will never grow. It will never survive. That is not an abortion because you cannot do anything to save that baby. And that baby will never make it past like X amount of weeks. It will always die. That is not an abortion. That is not, you can't, they will always end. There has never been a successful ectopic pregnancy. It doesn't exist. It's not possible. So ectopic pregnancies are a threat to the mother's life. It is not abortion. So there are situations like this actually happened to my cousin, and I specifically asked her, I wanted to know exactly what happened to her so I could, because I was having this conversation with my friends the other day. I don't know where my phone is. My cousin. Let me find you. Let me find you the information. I believe it was at 19 weeks. Oh, also, I'll tell you my mom's story in the meantime. My mom, so it's called DIC. Disseminated intravascular coagulation. It's a rare but serious condition that causes abnormal blood clotting throughout the body. My mom was bleeding out on the bathroom floor, dying, like actually dying, when she was 6 months pregnant with my little brother. Okay, my mom was pregnant, bleeding out on the floor, dying, with my little brother, 6 months, which I believe was 26 weeks. It was 26 or 27 weeks, actually, right there where you just said, right? And she survived, thank God. They had to remove her uterus to save her, and they obviously had to remove my little brother. But at no point in time did the doctor say, we have to kill the baby to save your life because you are dying. What did have to happen was my little brother needed to be removed from her body and put on machines in the NICU so that they could save her. That is called birth. That is called birthing the baby, not abortion. There is no reason to kill the baby to save the mother. Take the baby out. Pray to God that the baby survives. Put the baby on a machine. But you do not need to kill the baby. Literally absurd. No reason to do that. Unnecessary. And the one example that someone was using was what happened to my cousin, which was at 19 weeks. My stance on abortion is like, I'm not pro-life or pro-choice. I'm big anti-government. I believe this is one example of the government having too much power. They shouldn't have any say in the matter whatsoever. Should we not have laws against murder or rape or assault? See, like this is where this argument takes me. This is where the argument goes off course for me. Because we have laws to protect society. We have laws to protect the most vulnerable in society. The babies are our most vulnerable in society. The scientific community agrees that life begins at conception. And for all of you people who are arguing against this, I will be sure to tell my child when it comes out of the womb that you didn't think it was a person right now. Right now, there's no person in my body. Despite the fact that 6 months from now, when I give birth, even 3 months from now, if I gave birth, it's not a person until it's out of my body. But it's interesting because in our law, if you kill a pregnant woman, you're charged with double homicide. So how do we justify all of these different things? How do we justify all of these different things? If I lived in a place where you cannot have abortions, I would train to do them myself and then charge people and make a fortune. Okay. Ever see someone go to a pregnant belly and say, how's that fetus? How's that fetus doing in there? No, people don't say that. And that's something that's interesting to me, is because a lot of people who are pro-choice did express their condolences to me when I lost my pregnancy at seven weeks, and I'm like, well, isn't it just a clump of cells to you? Why are you saying you're sorry? Doesn't it not matter? If to you, since you can abort it at 7 weeks, why are you even expressing your condolences? Don't you think it's just a clump of cells? So I was like really confused when I had a miscarriage. I'm like, well, why? Why are you saying you're sorry? Why? If it's not a baby, if it's just a clump of cells. Why? Or like, why do we congratulate people when they announce that they're pregnant? Why? Why don't we congratulate them only when they birth the baby? Why do we say congratulations when somebody announces they're pregnant? It's not a baby yet. Just a clump of cells. It's only a baby when it comes out. I think I dislike the men because of multiple reasons. Also, his take on climate change not really mattering / being real. Okay, so here's my thing with climate change. Do you guys know that the Earth has gone through like 5 mass extinctions? So like 5 different cooling and heating periods, and like they all happened before humans were even here, contributing even 1 fucking greenhouse gas to the environment. That's my thing. That's my thing. The Earth has like it has a thing that it does, and we're little insects, and I don't think we're gonna make that much of a difference, considering it's already done it 5 or 6 times. I mean, statistically speaking, it doesn't really matter what we do, because it's gonna do it one way or another. So how much does it really matter? And another thing is, a lot of people take this whole climate change thing from celebrities, from what is Leonardo DiCaprio, who's on his private jet every single day and like lecturing me about using paper straws instead of plastic straws. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure you have a much bigger carbon footprint than I do. So why don't we get off our high horse?
Listen, if you set your expectations, you'll never be disappointed. And my expectations were low.
We should still try and be good stewards of the Earth. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we should. We shouldn't destroy the Earth. But like, I'm sorry, Greta Thunberg's a joke. How dare you? I should be in school. My childhood is stolen. You have stolen my childhood. She said the world was ending by like 2020. No, sis, it's not. And this is our point. This is our point. Again, another reason we voted for Trump, because we're tired of this. We're tired of it. It's stupidity. It's stupidity. Don't tell me my plastic straw is gonna destroy the Earth when we have celebrities out there taking private jets for 5 minutes. Like, I'm not going out there and littering and destroying our planet, but like, I'm not making that much of a difference. I'm an insect. Let's talk about something more important. Sunday is my birthday. Yesterday was my dad's birthday. Can you guys all wish Dad a happy birthday? Happy birthday to Dad. Happy birthday to Dad. Happy birthday, dear Dad. Happy birthday to Dad. Yesterday was Dad's birthday. The day before is my little brother's birthday. That's right, the little brother who's not a real person, because he was born at 6 months. So he's just, I don't even know, he's just like a walking corpse, I guess. I'm not sure. He's just a fetus. He's still just a fetus. I'm old enough to remember Al Gore's movie, An Inconvenient Truth, which predicted a bunch of calamities would have befallen us by now if we didn't do a bunch of massive liberal government projects that didn't happen. Wow, what a surprise. But also Tagamo, happy early birthday. I use stainless steel straws that will last my lifetime. Thank you very much. I feel like I guess if I go out to a restaurant, I get a straw, but I don't use straws in the house, so straws are not, I guess they're not like that important. Also, Klausstein, thank you so much for another gifted to Josh Moose. We are now up to 973. Apparently Dad's B-Day is more important. I forgot to tell you. Oh, well, actually, some of you guys won't care because they're not people. My cousin's wife, the one who's pregnant with twins, they induced her today because apparently there was like, I don't know, they did some test and, she, one of the twins had like a negative test or something. So they want to get the twins out. So they induced her today. So we might have twins tonight. It'd be really cool if their birthday was tonight because my dad is a twin. And that his birthday's yesterday. It would be really cool if the twins' birthday was today. This generation of twins. So. Yeah, I didn't get the twins. My cousin got the twins. Saggers. That's okay. With how brutal this pregnancy was, I don't think I would survive twins. Quick, someone else has to give birth tomorrow then too to keep the streak going. Hopefully not me. What do you think of this take? In my opinion, America has got to stop being the world's police. We have enough problems. Yes, I do agree with that. I do, right there already, I agree with that. Yes, I do think we need to stop being the world's police. We have enough problems than to be throwing money at something that means fuck all here. I'm sorry for my language. Also, some of the election loss has to be laid at Biden's feet for breaking his promise of being a transitional candidate. There has to be laid on the Democrats for not putting forward the strong enough candidate to win. Yeah, I mean, I think there are a lot of reasons that the Democrats lost, but yes, I agree. We do need to stop being the world's frickin' police. Any weekend plans? No. I have a doctor's appointment on Monday. Yippee. I have a doctor's appointment on Monday, and then my next doctor's appointment is not until December 11th. I have an appointment on December 11th, and then I have an appointment on January 2nd. January 2nd is my anatomy scan. Those were indeed caused by a natural cause, like a natural cycle, but what we're doing right now is actually destroying everything. Roughly 50% of all animal species are declining. That is not caused by Earth's natural cycle that slowly evolves over millions of years. Did we forget about the fucking dinosaurs? There was a whole species. You know how many species have been eliminated? Yeah, it sucks. I'm really, really sad that there are only 2 white rhinos left in the world, and once those white rhinos are gone and they're females, they're gone. That makes me really sad. It sucks that humans destroy animals and other species. I don't like that. But the bottom line is it doesn't fucking matter. At the end of the day, the Earth is going to explode if the Earth is going to explode. There are volcanoes on this planet that we can't control. It does not matter how many plastic straws I put into the environment. If Yellowstone's going to erupt, we are screwed. What I'm telling you is that we are minuscule. We are minuscule. We do not have that much power on the Earth. Yes, we should try our hardest to be environmentally conscious. But at the end of the day, we can't control if the damn volcanoes erupt and put so much ash into the atmosphere that we all die. Like, it's like, we can't do it. Like, I'm sorry. As much as you guys would like to be able to control this, you can't. You can't control this. It hurts. I don't want die. I don't want Yellowstone to erupt and kill me, but like, we don't have that much impact on climate change. We don't. We don't. The Earth has shown us that. There have been many, many mass extinctions before us due to climate change. We can't control that. No, we absolutely, and that's what I'm saying, we absolutely could. If it makes me very angry how many species we have eliminated by poaching, by destroying the rainforest. Absolutely. Absolutely. It makes me angry that we as humans have destroyed so much of this insanely beautiful, wonderful planet. Absolutely, we should work our hardest to live in harmony with the planet. The coral reef, that's another one. Yes. But climate change is not something that it's just not something that upsets me. It's not something that I vote based upon. It's not something that I care about. Because at the end of the day, we can't do that much about it. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. We've been told for so many years that the planet's gonna end. That we're destroying. We are changing the climate so much that it's the end, and we're still here. Don't expect an American to care about long-term impacts. Do you know do you know who actually destroys the environment the most? China. Go talk to the Chinese, okay? You want to have a conversation with someone? Go talk to China, because they're the ones destroying the planet. Don't talk to me, okay? I'm not the one destroying the planet. I'm not hopping on my jet 24/7 and taking 30-minute rides to go from here to there. I'm not spraying hairspray into the ozone. Like, I'm not the one contributing. Okay? I don't live in a damn city. I live in the middle of the woods. Like, don't talk to me about climate change. That is where somebody get lost. They don't understand how much they don't control. Yeah. We're letting viruses out. Or that one. Also, the way climate agreements work makes no sense. Saying some countries need to curb pollution while the highest population, biggest polluter countries are allowed to pollute like crazy. Exactly. Mother Nature can reclaim Earth anytime she wants. That's exactly what I'm saying. We could spend 50 years working our damn hardest to minimize our pollution, and Yellowstone can still erupt. And no, I don't believe that we control the weather, okay? This is a conspiracy theory that I have seen recently, especially because I love like weather Twitter. We are not steering hurricanes, okay? We are not causing hurricanes to hit North Carolina, okay? We're not doing that. Oh no, don't tell people about the hairspray. Uh-oh. Per person, most Euro countries are worse than America in terms of carbon footprint. Yeah, so don't come talk to me. Okay? Don't come talk to me. Fastest I've seen a conspiracy die was the Jews control the media one after October 7th. I don't know if I've ever seen a conspiracy theory die.
Listen, if you set your expectations,
kind of sus considering we just saw Hurricane Patty.
And my expectations were low.
PK, thanks for the 100 bits. I actually read into the science of it, and it's plausible. On top of the 2 patents for it, basically works similar to how a microwave works to excite water molecules and move them. Wait, patents for what? Controlling hurricanes? Think about how much hairspray was used in the 80s. There was a lot of hair, big hair back then. Yes. And I remember learning about the ozone layer and how the hairspray was putting a hole in the ozone layer. I get that. So if you're concerned about that, don't use hairspray, right? If that's something that you're concerned about, don't use hairspray. I very rarely use hairspray. But like, I'm not going to never use hairspray again because of the ozone layer. Because again, one volcano erupts, and that's way more damage to the ozone layer than I ever fucking could do. Hoping for a similar leak quote from Trump this president, something up there with nuking the hurricane. Hey, did you watch Twisters? Okay, did you watch Twisters? She blew up a tornado. I want to see that shit happen in real life. Don't you? Need to light a calming candle and meditate on this for a bit. Oh, I'm perfectly fine. I am dandy. I'm not bothered by this conversation at all because I don't care. I don't care to be lectured, especially by Europeans who are so out of touch with what is actually happening in the United States of America. They have been convinced that Donald Trump is Hitler and everyone who voted for him is an evil fascist. So I don't care about Europeans fucking trying to tell me that I'm wrong about shit. I don't care at all. Mike, are we catching strays? Okay. I obviously don't mean you two. I'm talking about the other Europeans. Oh my gosh. I don't mean you guys. She's joking about the tornado relax people. No, didn't you see Twisters? I freaking love that movie. Klaustine. Okay, listen, I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking with the people who are arguing with me, saying shit like, well, if this is how all Americans think, then blah, 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 blah. Okay. Whatever. Not you. Yeah, not you. The stupid Europeans. Yeah. Exactly. If this was Reddit, this would be r/fuck you in particular. Yeah, it would be. It actually would be. No, I loved the remake. I love Twisters. I watched Twisters before I watched the original, and I think Twisters is so much better. I'm not into the whole, like, divorce storyline. I wasn't into that. Like, those characters did nothing for me. I felt no attachment to them. I wasn't into the whole, like, divorce, but, like, my ex-wife, I'm gonna do this, and my current fiance, I was like, oh, no, I'm not into this. As a weather enthusiast, geoengineering doesn't exist to the extremes people say they do yet. I do believe it does exist in the smallest of forms, but not to the point where natural disasters like hurricanes and severe weather can be completely manipulated. It doesn't work to the extremes people believe it does. Yeah, no, and that's like a conspiracy theory happening by some people right now that, like, the hurricane was somehow they made it destroy North Carolina. I'm like, would you debate anyone on these topics for fun? Well, I feel like that's what we're doing. I would debate someone on the topics that I'm particularly passionate about. I would debate somebody on the topic of abortion. I know that I would basically be wasting my time because people who are pro-choice are, like, never ever gonna hear the fact that they're murdering babies. But I would, because I know that I'm right. So, Patty vs. Sam 2024 debate when? Did we do a debate? I remember I did the flat earth debate, MSG, and what was that, Frank? Oh my gosh, that was so long ago. I'm not saying I believe it, but the patents explain how they use planes first to seed clouds with a polymer that thickens water molecules into a gel or something. Then use similar microwaves to excite the water molecules into moving microwaves, work in a similar way to make heat by vibrating water molecules. I just don't think that we can control where or when a hurricane goes. Like, I just don't think that that's something that we have the technology to do. Abortion is hard to debate. No. But but my argument for abortion had nothing to do with the religion. Nothing. Nothing to do with religion, nothing to do with values, nothing to do with morals, and everything to do with literally science. Literally science. Like, what am I carrying? I'm pregnant. You see this? That's 13 weeks pregnant right there. Oh, baby. That's 13 weeks pregnant right there. What am I pregnant with? A dog? What? It's a human. It's a human. How can you deny that I'm pregnant with a human? Technically, I am co-streaming. It's me and baby. Baby's gonna get all the sub money. All of my money is gonna go to baby. Are you kidding? Baby's gonna have the best, you guys. Whoever gifts me the first thing for my baby is getting VIP forever and ever and ever and ever. We'll never have their VIP taken away. Modern science says gender is based on feelings. Get with the times, Patricia. Yeah, see, and this is like a big reason that people voted for Donald Trump. This is a big reason people voted for Donald Trump, because we're tired of being told that men can be women and women can be men when we are not stupid. We're not stupid. We're not stupid. There's XX and there's XY. And in very, very, very rare cases, there's intersex. But even those people have sex organs and feel one way or the other. So that's the identity politics. Being told that men can be men and women, or men can be women and women can be men. We're just tired of it. We're tired of it. Tired of being told this shit. Not true. Last time, thank you so much for the gift for Bambino. Whoa, sir. That is 1000% not true. Have you watched even 30 seconds of CNN or The View? Have you? No, Donald Trump is not punishing women who get abortions. No. That's not true. That is not true. It's never been true. Never been true. Not true. No one is getting punished for getting an abortion. The View? Are you crazy? The View I like for comedy. The View is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen ever. Little did we know that after a 4-year election cycle and subsequent voting was when the true debating began. Well, listen, we're only having this conversation, and we're only having this conversation today. We're only having this conversation today, and that's because I didn't stream Wednesday or Thursday. We're having this conversation today because I'm making it abundantly clear that I voted for Trump, and I'm proud to have voted for Trump. I don't care if you didn't vote for Trump. You are still welcome as a part of my community. I will never say, if you didn't vote for Trump, unfollow me, because I'm not a little pussy. But I'm celebrating, and I have a right to celebrate. Y'all celebrated when Biden won. I'm gonna celebrate this year. No, oh my gosh, that is not true at all. It is not true at all. It's not true. I mean, we don't need the right to tell us about it. We see it. We see it every single day. We saw it in the Olympics. We see it in colleges. We see it in our schools, at our school board meetings. We don't need the left to even tell us anything about it. We see it every single day. The left is obsessed with identity politics. Literally, I referenced this earlier. On The View today, one of the women said that there is a county that flipped for Trump in this election. 96% Hispanic, 75% voted for Trump. Now, the left was counting on the Hispanic vote because they think that Donald Trump is a racist who hates Hispanics, right? Which obviously is not true. We just don't like illegal immigration. And she said, why do you think that is? And I don't know what the woman's name is, but she goes, because they're sexist and misogynist. And she goes, no, it's because they're on the border. It's because they are dealing with the border crisis in real time. Because they're sexist and misogynist. Oh my gosh, can you be any less self-aware? Holy shit. Yes, that boxer has XY chromosomes. That boxer should not be boxing women with XX chromosomes. The View makes my brain rot. Yeah, it's really bad. It's like really, really bad. It's really bad. Hospital pamphlet saying birthing person and chest feeding. When I went to my OBGYN on my piece of paper, there was a thing for sex and there was a thing for gender. And I personally literally took my pen and scribbled out gender. Because I'm like, no, I refuse to answer that. I am here for a pregnancy. I'm here because I'm pregnant. You know what fucking gender I am. Absolutely not. And I scribbled it out. I scribbled out all the boxes and said, no, not answering that. Sorry. Sorry. I'm a woman. I'm pregnant. Therefore, I'm a woman. So fuck off. How many college students had to take a mental health day the day after the election? Legos. Puppies. Gosh. I took an actual physical health day because I had a fever. Dude, it's because my camera is overheating. My camera is overheating. I opened the window. This happens in the wintertime when the heat's on. Camera needs a mental health day. Dude, I look like I'm back in the freaking 90s. What the hell? Ah! No, it's my camera overheating. I can feel it. I need a new camera, I think, you guys. This happens way too often. I don't know how I'm gonna do a subathon like this. It didn't even go back. Dude. Are you okay, camera? I'm gonna give it a second. Oh, wait. Wait. Where is it? Oh wait, you know what? I wonder if I can use my my iPad. Let's try this real. While we wait for my. Maybe camera now identifies as a microphone. Camera identifies as friggin' dead, I guess. Okay. Oh wait, my mic's working. I was like, wait. No, I'm still here. Hey, we're back. No, my camera's just overheating. I need a new camera. I mean, gosh, I probably shouldn't talk about the things that I need because we wouldn't want to upset my stalker fan. We wouldn't want to bother him. No, it's a Sony. Those border counties voted for Trump because they felt he communicated better about providing jobs. Other issues were minor to them. I definitely think that the border is an issue to them. I think that living on the border is probably an issue to them. My guess. I think if you polled them, they would say the issue is the border. I'm not buying you anything until you cry. You guys, I just want to hit 1,000 subs. Does anyone have a 25 bomb in them, please? Please. Please. That's okay. That comment is crazy to me. I've been crying because I've been vomiting every day because I'm pregnant, and it's been a very painful pregnancy, which was... Wait, Claustine, I didn't cry. Hold on, Claustine, wait, I have to cry. Hold on. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 25 gifts. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Dude, I've been crying because I've had a very, very, very painful pregnancy, which was literally, I went from miscarriage, which that guy's pro-abortion, so to him, he doesn't know why I'm upset at a miscarriage, obviously. But for me, that was a baby, so I was upset. So I went from a miscarriage straight into being pregnant again, and it's been hell. Am I like, do you guys think like I'm overreacting? Do you think I'm do you see my face? Do you see my face? Do you see all these red dots? That's not acne. Those are broken blood vessels. I threw up last night. Luckily, there was nothing in my system other than water, so I was just throwing up water, which was a lot less painful than the other day when I threw up a bunch of carrots. But I'm like, I'm sorry that I'm a real fucking person. Like, sorry. So I'll just pretend that I'm fine 24/7. Is that what you want? They were raw carrots. Yeah, they were baby carrots. And that was a very, very painful vomit session. Class 9, thank you so much for the 25 gifted. Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. My ex-wife and I had a miscarriage for our youngest, and as upset as I was more upset for her having to go through that. Miscarriage is terrible. It was terrible. It was the worst. It was the worst experience of my life. It was awful. The grief is it's so painful. I want Royce to come in and cry a bit too. Okay, let me get him. Oh, you know, he might be in class. I'm gonna say Claustine wants some tears. He's probably in class. Claustine wants to see you. Oh, it says Closet 1 wants to see you. Closet 1. Does Royce cry? I've seen Royce cry. I have seen Royce cry. He doesn't cry often. In terms of our relationship, I've definitely cried more times in our relationship than Royce has. But for those of you guys who don't know this, the very first time I met Royce, as I was waiting for him at the airport, I got a phone call from his brother telling me that his grandfather was not going to make it through the week. And Royce was very close with his grandfather, but it was the first time that he was coming to meet me, and he was still in the military, so it was really difficult for him to even get that time to come see me. But yeah, so that was sad. He did cry at the wedding. He did cry when I came down the aisle. He did cry seeing his wife. And I don't really remember, actually, if he cried or not. Like, through the miscarriage experience, because I was just so distraught. I wasn't thinking about anything other than, like, the miscarriage. Like, I don't even know if I remember him crying. I'm not a fan of kids, so I have a cat who I love as if she is my own baby. I love kids, and I can't wait to have my baby. No, not the wedding. I would have been really upset if he didn't cry at the wedding. If he didn't cry when I came down the aisle looking like an absolute angel, I would have been really, really disappointed. I do understand that a mother feels awful after a miscarriage. I'm not senseless, and I do understand the grief, but we have different opinions, and that's okay. We're humans after all. Thank you. I'm glad that you can acknowledge that, but it's always confusing to me. People who are pro-choice and don't think the baby is a baby. Like it's hard to rationalize that in my head. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for the donation for you and the baby. Thank you. Appreciate the dono. Also, our little ribbon didn't pop up, which means I was gonna say, I think we're one short. Who wants to be 1,000? Oh, I wish it was my stalker fan. I wish I could gift a sub to my stalker fan. I wish he would tell me who he is so I could gift him a sub. What if he was just really happy? Thank you very much for the one gifted. Poggers. Boom. There we go. Let's go. Thank you. Oh, because my goal is 15, because that's typically my monthly goal, but obviously this month has been way different. Anyone have 500 subs? Class time? Even before it reaches fetus stage, it can still be considered a baby. It's a human life. No, but like to people who are pro-abortion, it's not, which has always been confusing to me, like why people who are pro-abortion express their condolences at a miscarriage, or express their condolences at a stillborn, or express their condolences at an ectopic pregnancy. I'm like, but if you think that it's okay to kill it, why are you acknowledging that it's sad that it died? That's always like there's a disconnect in my head that I can't understand. 1 sub for every tier. For 500 subs, we need a lot more crying? Okay. Hold on, let me channel. I don't want to channel my grief. I'm like, wait, let me just channel my grief really quick. No, I actually don't want to do that. How about instead of crying, we just say, yay! Well, there was a middle ground. It was safe, legal, rare. That was the middle ground. Now, there's no middle ground. It's not safe, legal, rare. It's anytime, any place, for any reason. Just think of your football team. That should make you cry. You know, Aramaic, I hope the Chiefs get shit on. I really do. Like, I hope a bird, like, flies over and actually shits on them. Like, I want to see a bird drop a giant poop on Patrick Mahomes' helmet. Actually, I want his helmet to not be on. I want the bird to poop on his head. Okay, babe. Can you cry so that Claustine will...
Do what?
Claustine said he wants you to cry, and if you cry, he'll give me more subs. So go ahead.
Like,
cry.
Want me to...
Like, cry. Cry on command. And Claustine will give more subs. Let's see if I can make you cry. The Volunteers are never going to win the championship. Really? You have a small wiener.
Really?
No.
Alright, I can't like full on cry, but my eyes are watering.
He managed that. Just punch him, just ball tap him. There he is. You do need a haircut. Your bangs are long. Blasphemy. The baseball team did win, which is why I'm hoping the Vols also pull off a W. Because
What?
the baseball team, Volunteers.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm saying I want the football team to win so that we can volunteer, supremacy. Ask him how his fantasy is going. That will make him cry. Oh my gosh, we were just talking about this actually.
I didn't cry though.
No. I know that, but we were just saying how annoying you guys are.
No, I was just saying I've never seen that. I've never seen it, and
yeah,
he's annoying.
He's getting beaten up in fantasy. That's right. You'll always be home, sweet home to me.
No, Mike, I'm not talking about you. No.
Good old
I'm just saying
Rocky Top.
fantasy in general this year.
Rocky Top, Tennessee. Not a true fan. Who is a QB? Patty, first and last name for the Volunteers. Oh, it's something. He's new this year.
Mike, are we in a game?
He's new this year.
Who?
The quarterback for the Volunteers.
Yeah.
Actually, can you control stream? I gotta go to the bathroom. Go ahead, talk to them. Go ahead, you cry and get some subs.
Wait, don't. All right,
Get me some subs.
Hold on, boys. Don't start a game.
Get me some subs for my stalker fan.
What? Get you some subs for your stalker fan? Yeah. What do you guys want to do? What the fuck do you guys want to do? Can I curse in front of you guys or no? Oh fuck, we're loading in. Chat, what have we been up to for real? My dream is coming true, Clawstein. What's good, my brother? You guys have a good week or no? I had a great week. I'm going back home for a little bit. A couple weeks. It's great now? Hell yeah, Clawstein, hell yeah. Let's see, what else did I miss? Wait, TAD, it's snowing where you're at? How the hell is it snowing where you're already? Tagamo, I'm doing well, man. How are you? Clawstein! Oh my god! Yeah! Come on, Clawstein! D-Generation X, baby! Can I do that on stream? Or no? Should I have done that? Thank you, Clawstein. I appreciate it. Hell yeah, Tagamo. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I really am. 3 days straight. Yeah, fuck that. I'm not about that. Thank you again, Clawstein. Thank you. What else did I miss anything else? Salad Cat. I don't know if she wants me to say, so I won't say. If she says, then that's fine. But I'm not gonna say it.
She says what?
He wants to know when our babies due.
Oh,
but I don't know if you're saying.
Yeah. I'm due May 14th.
Well, there it is. Okay, she said it.
Hopefully, I don't like May 14th. I would prefer like May 15th or May 25th or May 24th for Thomas. Clawstein, thanks for the subs.
Mm-hmm. Taurus, if you're not an Aquarius, really, are you living life? Seriously, like I'm not into the whole astrology thing, but I do mess around with some Aquariuses because that's what I am. And I feel like, chat, you guys want to? Hold on, we're gonna get into. I'm gonna talk about it.
He's gonna get into something he's.
This is one of those Royce's rants. That's kind of like my my thing.
Okay, let's hear it.
I gotta hurry up before I get kicked. I am in an S&D game, but I will make this really quick. Aquariuses really are the greatest thing in the world. They're awesome because they're motivators. They can get along with anyone. They're independent, self-centered.
Self-centered.
Yeah,
You do
self-centered.
realize that it's all bullshit, right?
But it's not all bullshit because the stars really do align when you look up in the star. I see in the sky. I see a Big Dipper, and that's me because I have a Big Dipper hanging.
Okay, get out of my chair.
You know what I'm saying?
Get out of my chair. Can you fill my water bottle, please, sweetheart? Thank
That was a
you.
good rant. Welcome to Royce's rant. See you guys.
That was a very, very good rant. He has a lot of interesting things to say, Royce. Mom and Dad fighting again. He's something. He's something else. Let him kook. Let him kook. Yeah, that stuff all means nothing. You could literally look at your horoscope and then swap it with another one. Like, read the horoscope for Aquarius.
Did anyone laugh?
No, nobody laughed. Nobody
Can I
laughed.
see?
Nobody laughed. Nobody laughed.
Oh, Scott and NYR laughed.
Nobody
Hey.
laughed.
Hey.
Hey.
They all laughed.
No, you could like Google the what's it called for Aquarius and then swap it out and tell somebody it was Cancer and they would believe it. Like they're so stupid. It's a very dumb thing. I'm sorry. I know you guys prefer Royce. I do appreciate the fact that you're at least willing to discuss it. So thanks for that. I hope Trump proves me wrong. Accidentally ends up on Twitch for once again. Won't be here that often, but I do wish you and the baby the best, honestly. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've always been really open to hearing other people's, I like having these discussions. I like having these debates. I think it's important to be able to talk about these things because if you don't talk about these things, you're not open about these things, you end up with people who think that the world is ending. And obviously I don't want people to think that the world is ending. So, yeah, as long as it stays civil and no one starts, throwing out, well, you're a fucking dumb bitch, then I'm always willing to have conversations with people. Was that your butler? Hi, Krull. That was my husband. My husbando. Should have asked him how Claire was doing. Bulls. Yeah, so my baby is due May 14th. I don't want May 4th. I really don't want May 4th. I really, really don't want May 4th. If my poor child has to grow up with May the 4th be with you for the rest of its life, I will feel really bad for it. I've learned a lot today. It's really interesting for me as one of those Euros. Okay, I wasn't talking about you or Mike or YR. I was talking about all the other people who are like, I'm unfollowing you. I'm like, I don't care. You're not even subbed, bro. What do I care? I literally said prior to that, I've lost 3 tier 3 subs in the past year from sharing my political takes. As a matter of fact, I think I lost them all in June from sharing my Israel-Palestine take. I don't care. I would do it again. Because I know that I'm on the right side of history and they're not. So I don't care. You don't like Star Wars? I don't like Star Wars. It's not that I don't like, it's just I've never seen it. I've never been interested in it. I'm not a Star Wars person. I'm a Lord of the Rings person. No, I don't want my baby born on Star Wars Day. I really don't. I really, really don't. 100% on that. Mutual respect is important. Have a good one. Peace. My dentist says chewing on ice is bad. Huh? Why am I like, huh? What? What are you saying? My dentist is gonna think that I'm like anorexic or bulimic. I'm gonna have to explain, no, I've just had a really disgusting pregnancy. Do. Yeah, so we're not going to talk anymore about the election because I'm not like a like one day is good. I explained it. You know, when is you tree going up? When is my tree going up? Here's the problem. I would have already put up my Christmas stuff, but it's upstairs in the attic. It was downstairs in this closet, but now this closet is Chloe's cat closet. And so now my stuff is in the attic, and so I can't take it down because I'm terrified of the attic steps. I immediately have like a panic attack trying to walk up the attic steps. So I kind of have to wait until my parents put their Christmas stuff up, or I have to send Royce up to get it for me. But I don't really know where my stuff is in comparison to where their stuff is. So, but I really do want my Christmas stuff up. I want my little tree and my Christmas lights, and I want to get more lights for the kitchen and for the back room. I want to be all decked out for Christmas. I love Christmas. I love it. I love it. I love it. Is your attic haunted? No, it's not haunted. The steps are just like really sketchy, and I can't. I hate climbing up them. The attic is not scary. It's not haunted. It's not anything like that. It's literally just like when you step on them, they like creak, and they just scare me. You can do it for the subathon, but the subathon's in like Christmas time. I can't do it for the subathon. It has to be way before that. I need my Christmas tree up by Thanksgiving. I can't celebrate Thanksgiving properly. Yes, there were baubles with sub names on them. Yes, and I would love to do that this month. Like R&B. Gosh, we haven't seen R&B in so long. He gifted 50 so he could have his own bauble. So I could decorate it, and he would have his own ornament. I want to get new ones and do that again. But I need my stuff down. I need my tree. I need my little tree. Thought it was like next week. No, my Christmas subathon is always, it usually starts on the 26th, December 26th. So I have to figure out what the plan is for that, and if I'm doing it the way that I've done it in the past, we'll have to figure it out. The one thing is, at that point, I will be fairly pregnant. Like, definitely pregnant enough where I'll have a little bump, very like visible bump going on. And so I won't be able to sit as much as I normally do. Like, I'll definitely need to be able to do, like, I'll be needing to do like yoga portions of the subathon like every 2 hours. If you had the possibility of having a baby that wasn't human, like fantasy or something, what would it be? An elf from Lord of the Rings? I don't know. I don't know. That's an interesting hypothetical. Dagamo, do you want your birthday today? Do you want me to sing you happy birthday today? Bilbo Baggins, at your service. That's right. I'll sing you happy birthday today if you want happy birthday today. Whenever you feel comfortable. Okay, wait, what day is your birthday? Monday is Veterans Day also. Monday is Veterans Day. And I have a doctor's appointment at 3:30. I should definitely be able to stream. I'm just hoping that by next week I will be feeling significantly better, because obviously we wouldn't want to cry. We wouldn't want to cry on stream anymore. We wouldn't want to be in physical agony from this pregnancy. We wouldn't want you guys to know about that, because that's so not Christian of me to share my struggles and ask for prayers. My goodness, what a crazy thing. No cry, no subs. No cry, no money. Apparently. Nobody gives subs when I'm not crying. I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of that. Hey, Thomas. Where's Thomas? Thomas, you still in here? Thomas, you want to see me cry? No cry, no subs. Yeah, so I'll be here on Monday, I think. I'm not watching Rings of Power because it's bad. Rings of Power is bad. Tagamo, I wasn't crying! Tagamo, thank you so much. Yeah, Thomas, you were called. Yes. You were called, Thomas. Oh, Octo, thank you so much for the tier 3. Octo, thank you so much. I don't even know what to say. At work will not hear anything? Damn it, then this is not worth it. Octo! Thank you. Thanks, Octo. Thank you. Tagmo, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for still supporting me, even though I'm a fake. I'm a fraud. I'm a friggin' fraud. Oh, yeah, Thomas. So I was talking about my stalker fan who said I only get subs if I cry. He said it's about time for a crying stream, so I was going to cry, and then hopefully if I cry, you give subs. I was trying to, I wanted to make sure that I got it right. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want anybody to give subs if I'm not crying. Do you read books very often? I love reading. I would absolutely read books if I had more books that I was willing to commit to. The problem, so I want to read Game of Thrones. There's a lot of books. So I have to be mentally prepared I'm the type of person that gets sucked in. Really sucked in. And I'll stay up until 5 o'clock in the morning to just be okay, one more chapter, and I can't do that. I do know who Brett Cooper is, and I love Brett Cooper. I low-key feel like Brett Cooper stole my life. I should be Brett Cooper. If I knew if I knew that Brett Cooper if I could do which I feel like Brett Cooper stole my life a little bit, yeah. Yes, I like Brett Cooper. Do. I listen to Radio Universe, it's still bug do flaws. Can we make what? Nerkalian, I'm gonna be honest with you. All of your comms, I'm pretty lost. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, got it. You had to fit the part. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna start crying, okay? And then we're gonna get this hype train rolling. All right, here we go.
Listen, if you set your expectations
Dark Soul.
low, you'll never be disappointed. And my expectations were low.
Thank you very much for 100 bits. See, I'm laughing. I have to cry. Sorry. So this has been really difficult. The past 48 hours have been so hard because I'm a woman. And as you know, pretty soon I won't be able to vote. I won't be able to do anything that my husband doesn't allow me to do. Pretty soon Donald Trump is going to want to see my period tracker. It's just so hard. It's just so hard to be me. It's just so hard. like, maybe I could channel some of that for this, but it didn't work. It sadly didn't work. Dark Soul, I was trying to make myself cry. You can't even fake being that dumb. Yeah, Sag. I still think you should push more political type content on your TikTok. You'd be very successful. I would love to. Thomas! I didn't even get the tears flowing, Thomas! That was too much, Thomas. I didn't get the tears flowing, bro. Thomas. You know what? Wait. I have something. Hold on. Thomas, thank you so much for the 50. Sometimes I just think it's such a good thing that Lovely Low isn't live. Because where would I be if she streamed every day? I don't even know. Thomas, thank you so much. But like, it's such a good thing. It's such a good thing that Lovely Low doesn't stream every day. Golly. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you so much for the 50 gifted, actually. Let's go! We're getting back up there. Let's go. Actually, we were at like a 1,000 something the other day, and then obviously it was the weekend. I didn't stream, and then I dropped again. But let's go. We're getting up there. We're going. We're chugging. Thank you so much, Thomas. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Clawstein. You guys are goats. You guys are actually goats. Thank you so much for gifting. For non-tiers. Thank you so much for gifting for non-tiers. I really appreciate that. I just feel like my stalker fans probably not going to appreciate that too much, but I'm glad that you guys appreciate me. I'm glad that you guys like me enough. What's up, Ghost Wolf? Level 6 hype train poggers. You have stalker fans? I have one stalker fan. Yeah. This is going to be my go-to dance move now from now on. Whenever I dance, it's just going to be this. I might even throw a golf swing in there just because. That's right. Yeah, shake that little Among Us booty. Yeah. Is that Among Us? I think so. Do you remember when Twitch got rid of the Among Us, or not Among Us? Do you remember when they were like cracking down on the booty emotes and anything that was like inappropriate while we had porn on the front page? They were like little emotes with butts shaking? No. Colonoscopy cam? Yes. You guys remember that? That was such a crazy period of time. You must be a bigwig if you have a stalker fan. I'm so glad I stumbled upon your goofy ass. He has an issue with me. He thinks I'm a fake Catholic because I curse. And so he decided to make burner accounts to harass me. Why he feels that passionately, I don't know. He's wrong also. But, you know. Yeah, I guess he's real passionate about it. Hi, Sassin. Oh, no, Sassin, why are you putting a Sag? What's Sag? What's the matter? Hi, Sassin. Are you okay? Why are you sad? Did I miss all the celebrations? I mean, yeah, there was celebration, because I'm happy. But there was also trying to explain to people that I'm not a monster. As people believe. I was surprised you stayed up that late. I was exhausted. Holy shit. I was so tired, but I knew that Pennsylvania was counting through the night, and so I really wanted to stay up to see if my state was going to go red or blue. So I stayed up because I wanted to see them call Pennsylvania. Once they called PA and I knew it was over, then I was like ready to go to bed, but the adrenaline was just pumping and I couldn't fall asleep for another hour after that. I was so tired the next morning, which probably contributed to me then getting sick. But I had to see Pennsylvania get called. I had to. I like that emote. Nice seeing you as always. Hi, Assassin. How are you? So yeah, I celebrated, but I'm also not like trying to gloat or rub it in anyone's face, but like everyone knows where I stand. You know, I've been very vocal about this for at least the past year. So I did want to spend a day talking about it and then be done talking about it. But because I didn't stream on Wednesday or Thursday, today happened to be the day where we talked about it. I have seen lots of clips. Well, it's very funny. Like, the meltdowns are very funny. The one thing I am sad about is, like, there are other communities that I've seen, like other Discords that I'm in, and I've seen some really, really sad people, like really, really, really sad people, like simply not understanding that their lives are not over. Like, they've been really lied to and really brainwashed and really manipulated into thinking that Donald Trump is actually Hitler. And that's really sad. And that is completely the fault of the left and the mainstream media. And that, yeah, it's just really sad. So I have loved laughing at the hysterics. However, it's also concerning to think that these people genuinely believe that their lives are over. Like, they're going to walk outside their door and they're going to be dragged to a concentration camp because they're gay or they're trans or whatever else, whatever other bullshit they've been told. So is the election over? You know what? I don't know why. I don't know why they're still counting. Like, it's Friday. It's Friday, and we still only have 95% in Nevada. I mean, 63% in California. I'm like, it's Friday, dude. We had Florida in like an hour. Why are you still counting on Friday? What are you doing? Like, if you just Google election results, the Associated Press is the one that comes up. And, like, they still have not declared Nevada and Arizona for Trump. And I'm like, bro, it's Friday. It's Friday. What are we doing? Oh, yeah, the one girl that was crying that she's going to wake up a slave. I mean, and, like, but that's so sad. That's so sad. That's their understanding of this election, because they've been absolutely lied to. They didn't declare Trump won PA. Yeah, oh, I know. Once I saw that Fox, the decision desk at Fox, had declared PA for Trump, I knew it was over. I was like, it doesn't matter what anyone else. It doesn't matter when these people admit that Trump won Pennsylvania. Once Trump won PA, it was over. Which was glorious. Glorious to see my state go red. So. But yeah, I mean, it's Friday. It's freaking Friday. What are we still doing? Most of the states say 99% reported. Like, a lot of the states are 99%, 99%, 99%. Yeah. Do you think he'll make good changes? Absolutely. 100%. I think that we are going to be in much better shape under this administration. I am really looking forward to the next 4 years. I really can't wait to see everything that this administration does. I absolutely think that he will make good changes, yes. So excited for January 19th so someone can take the trash to the curb. We're garbage. Yay. Shout out to all the other garbage people. I just think it's crazy that it's Friday and we're still counting. How does it take that long? I mean, the way my county does it is you get a paper ballot, you fill in your little bubbles, you stick it in the machine, boom, done. Like, how does it take this long? I saw so many Twitch streamers, all girls, that were saying they're scared of Project 2025 and a dictator, and I was like so disappointed. I knew I couldn't change their minds. Yeah, it's really sad. It's really sad. It's really disappointing. The only thing that's going to change their minds is the next. It was when they realize over the next 4 years that they're not having their rights taken away and this, that, and the other thing. So, you know, we're gonna just wait and live it out. You know, next 4 years. I will also say there are a lot more people on this platform who voted for Trump than you know. And those are streamers who don't talk about it like I do because they don't want to upset anybody in their community. And obviously, I don't want to upset people either. But I can't not talk about it because it's so important to me. But there are way more people than you think. So you'd think they learn after the first time. That's what is so confusing to me is we had 4 years of Donald Trump. And like, they were good years. They were good years. They were prosperous years. And they were peaceful years. We didn't have a war in Ukraine. We didn't have a war in Israel. Like, they were good years. Everybody was thriving. I'm not really sure why they think all of a sudden that he is a dictator going to destroy their lives. The best thing about Trump is that he wants to end wars. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and already people be acting different. 24 hours after he wins. Putin's ready to end the war. Hamas ready to end the war. They're like, oh, shit. Uh-oh, strong America. Don't want to deal with that. Like, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. A strong America is a good thing. Yeah, I saw actually Sweet Tails. Sweet Tails, do you guys know Sweet Tails? She is she's a very big streamer. She tweeted basically a message that like I put in my Discord that was like, listen, I'm not judging anybody. You're all welcome in my community no matter what, blah blah blah. The people have spoken and this is what happened, right? And some nasty little Twitch streamer responded to her and was like, no, this is unacceptable, blah 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 blah. They voted for a fascist blah 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 blah. And she's like, this is the shit that we're talking about. This is the shit that we're talking about. Let me see. I wonder if I can. Let's find Sweet Tails. Let's find her tweet. Nope, that's not the right Sweet Tails. Why can't I find her? I'm pretty positive that I follow her. Oh, because her name is just Tails. Okay. Right, so this is the tweet that she put up. Oh, that's really small. It says, I don't judge you based on your opinions, even if I don't agree. I love you for you. As long as you're a good person, you're good in my book. I just hope America can come together again and be a place we all love and proud to be part of. I know I am. Let's see what the future holds before acting like the world is ending, because it's not. It's time for change and the people have spoken. This girl, who I'm going to bet any amount of money is mindsets like this are why Trump is back in office, dude. We need to be showing people why it is wrong to vote in politicians with hateful platforms, not respecting their opinion even though it is different. Influencers need to promote positive changes. We can't be idle to hate. And Tails responded, and I'm so glad she did. Let me make this bigger so you guys can actually see it. It's not an influencer's job to do anything, but I will say this. I'm always positive, always helping my community be the best they can be. I don't talk politics, and this is the reason. My tweet is exactly what it reads, a simple positive message to my community in hopes to help calm the hate being spewed all over this platform and the judgment being passed, along with the nasty and disgusting names being called. You assuming or making judgment on my beliefs is exactly proving my point. Please don't ever tell me how to do my job again until you're in my shoes or actually know me. Shout out to Tails. Shout out to Tails. Absolute W post, W response. Like, no, it is not an influencer's job. As a matter of fact, and I say this as a Twitch streamer, I wish a lot of these people would shut the fuck up. I wish they'd stop talking. Like Hassan, who was a literal terrorist apologist. Like, I wish that hundreds of thousands of people didn't listen to what Hassan had to say, because Hassan is the most dangerous person on this platform. It's not an influencer's job to do anything. It's not an influencer's job, just like it's not a damn celebrity's job to tell you how to vote. Like, isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? The side that had all the celebrity endorsements lost. Guess what? Because nobody cares. Because you people are so out of touch with regular Americans, nobody cares. Nobody cares that John Legend wants you to vote for Kamala Harris, because John Legend, you're a billionaire. You can't possibly imagine what we're going through. It doesn't matter if eggs are $8 because you can afford it. It doesn't matter. So we don't care. We don't care to be told who to vote for. So no, it's not an influencer's job to tell people how to vote. So like, I thought that was very W from Tails, her tweet and her response. And that girl proved her point. All Tails is trying to say is like, okay, let's not hate each other. Okay, let's acknowledge that we've got different opinions. We've got, you know, we're all people, and we should let's try to come together and see maybe the other person's perspective. And this girl proves her point and says, no, we can't do that. We can't. If you're not with us, you're against us. Golly. Faster. So, yeah. How dare you have a different opinion? Seriously. I'm used to it. I'm used to having the different opinion. I'm always the different opinion. So, it's not something that I'm not very used to. But it's okay with me. It's okay. You know how our grandparents say the typical, in my day, soda cost a nickel. We sound like that already only over 4 years. In my day, eggs only cost $1. I know. In my day, back in my day, 4 years ago. Yeah, I know. You're just different, period. No, I am. I really am different. And the reason I'm different is because I grew up with a very happy childhood. Um like this is going to sound like messed up to say. It's probably going to hurt people's feelings. I grew up with a very happy childhood. I grew up with parents who took care of me. I grew up in the Catholic faith, which gave me morals and values and a backbone. I don't have like trauma that I need to work through. I don't have mommy and daddy issues. And so like I am different. At least from a lot of people on this platform. So I'm really lucky. I will say I'm incredibly blessed. I'm incredibly blessed that that's been my experience. But it makes me like a normal person. It makes me normal. Like happy you did? Yeah, no, I mean I'm definitely I'm very lucky. I'm very blessed that that's been my experience, but that means that I don't have the issues that a lot of people have. I think I got that, Steelers. Yeah, I felt like you meant it in a nice way. So I surely have the issues. Claustine, you do have issues. You covered in issues, buddy. Oh yeah, so if you and I talked to someone, I talked to another streamer recently about it because they were very much so sad about the outcome, and I'm like, if you want to have a discussion about this, I will tell you why so many people voted for Donald Trump, and it's not the reasons that you're being told. And one of the things that person said to me was they think that I'm blinded by my morals, essentially. And I'm like, how do you even like function in this world without sticking by your morals? Like, I think that that's a good thing. Because I feel like a lot of people are blinded by the fact that they don't have morals. They're blinded by the fact that they don't have faith. They're blinded by the fact that they have trauma and they're on 10 different medications for depression, anxiety, this, that, and the other thing. And like, yeah, you're right. I'm incredibly lucky. I don't think it's a bad thing to see the world through my perspective because I had it great. I had it great. I didn't live extravagantly. I didn't go to Disney until I was an adult. I don't have like, I can't tell you about all the cool, crazy vacations that we took as a family or anything like that. But I sure as heck know that I grew up very taken care of. Certain moral views can lead to bad things for people, though. Yeah, I mean, that's not wrong. I don't think that any of the morals that I believe lead to bad things for any people. So does Trump take criticism? Yes, I would say that Trump takes criticism. I mean, if you even look at him, if you listen to any of his, what's it called? Like, what his rallies and stuff. I mean, there was one where he was saying, like, his son was telling him what to do. And he's like, no, I think we should do this. And Barron was like, no, listen to me, Dad. You need to go on this podcast. You need to do this thing. And he was like, and Barron was right. Like, he does take criticism. He listens to the people around him who know better than him and things. And like, I do think that Trump takes criticism. Does he go up on stage and still call Kamala Harris Kamala? Like, yeah, he does. So do they mean like not being skeptical of things and questioning your own beliefs? Just don't see how that would tie to morals. They said that they think that they think I'm clouded. Like my decision making for other people is clouded by my beliefs and my morals. One of the things that we talked about a lot in that conversation was like the trans stuff. And I said that men are men, women are women. That's science, but also I believe that that's God. We were created men and we were created women. And I don't think that one can be the other. So, like, I think maybe that's why. Maybe that's what, like, that, because that was part of the conversation. Again, when I talk about abortion, that does not even come from a religious standpoint. That comes entirely from a scientific standpoint. And the science is on my side. People just value their freedom more than they do the science. That's a life. I think I kind of follow now. Yeah, so I think that what they meant is that my Christian beliefs make me unable to make decisions for everybody. But my response to that is the left is very quick to say, respect my choice, respect my freedom, respect my this. For example, when it comes to having a pride flag up in a public school. Well, if you have a pride flag up in a public school, why can't you also put a crucifix up in your room? I don't think the two things, like if you can't have a crucifix, you should not be able to have a pride flag. So like they're very quick to say, respect this, but they're not quick to say respect Christianity or Judaism or Islam or anything that doesn't believe in homosexuality. So exactly, it's a public school, so there should not be pride flags because in that public school there are also Christian children, Jewish children, Islamic children, lots of different children who don't believe in those things. I do not want to impose my will on other people. I don't want to say, you can't be gay. Go and do whatever you want. You're a grown adult. I don't care. But don't impose it on me. And putting a pride flag in a school is imposing it on me. It's imposing it on my children. So if there can't be a crucifix in my teacher's room, there can't be a pride flag. And I'm not sure why people respect one of those things and they don't respect the other. Him going on Nelk Boys, Aiden Ross, and Joe Rogan, etc., has been a massive part of why they won. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I mean, we do know statistically that the younger generation of men are leaning toward the right. They're becoming more and more conservative, so I think a lot of those people were probably planning on voting that way. But also, I do think it exposed more people. Like, I do think that that was a huge part of why he won. Where I live, there are actually crucifix hanging in schools. So we don't have, you will never find a crucifix hanging in a public classroom, but you will find pride flags. And I, as a Christian, my right should be respected just as much as somebody else's right. And my right is that I don't believe that homosexuality should be like pride flag, like, let's talk about my teacher, if my teacher is dating a guy or a girl, whatever, like, that has no business in a public school. If you feel like my crucifix can't be in a public school, your pride flag should not be in a public school. And everyone, a pride flag absolutely does yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. What schools fly pride flags? You have a news article? Oh, I mean, I don't need a news article. It's a fact. We have, I can tell you that even in my local school, they have like an ally group, and the teacher has a pride flag in their room. So don't tell me that doesn't happen, because I know in my own town, in my small town in Pennsylvania, where majority are Trump voters, there's a pride flag and a little ally after school group. Don't tell me it doesn't happen. It's happening. It is happening. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is not a conspiracy theory. It is happening. Please don't tell me it's not happening. Okay, but that's a Catholic school, so obviously, that's a Catholic school, so that's gonna happen. But in public schools, I should not see a pride flag without being able to see a crucifix. Exactly, it's a belief system. It's a belief system. What you're saying to my kids is something that I will not be saying to my kids. Realistically, as a Catholic mother, I will not be endorsing pride to my kids. So I don't want it in the classroom. If you don't want a crucifix, I don't want a pride flag. So is that you think people choose to be gay then? I think people honestly, I think that there are lesbians, and I think that there are gay men, and I think that everything else is a lie. I don't think people are actually bisexual. I think the rest of it is nonsense. I do think people are born gay and born lesbian. But it's inappropriate. It's inappropriate to have that in a school. I don't want teachers talking to my kids about sex. I don't want them, when you're putting a pride flag up, what you're saying is have pride in who you're sexually attracted to. And that's an inappropriate thing to be endorsing to a child. Literally what you're doing with pride is just saying who you're proud of having sex with. I don't want that in a school. If you don't want a crucifix, I don't want a pride flag. Jelly Roll, thank you so much for the prime. What's up? What's up, Dylan? If you ask me, everybody can and should date whoever they wish. Absolutely. But the kind of celebration of it is odd to me. Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. You can do whatever you want. Yes, other schools are doing it. Please don't be like a denial person. If my one school in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania is doing it, you don't think the other schools are doing it? Come on. Come on. Okay, we hang like United States flags in celebration of our country, right? Like it's like a yay, we're American. We like being American. We value being an American. When you hang a pride flag next to that, you're saying gay pride. We like that. We like that. Like, celebrate that you're a girl and you're attracted to girls. Celebrate that you're a boy and you're attracted to boys, and everything in between. You want to do that? Okay, then also put up a crucifix and say you're a Catholic. Celebrate that you're a Catholic. Put a menorah in there. Say, put them all in there. Put all of it in there, because it's not a religion, but it's just as much a ideology as religion. Okay. And this is what I'm talking about. There's respect for that stuff, but there's not respect for religion. There is no respect for religion. In my religion, it is not something that is celebrated. I will not be telling my children, like, yeah, you can have a boyfriend. I will not be telling my son, yeah, go ahead and have a boyfriend. I just won't be doing it. That's not something that I will be doing. I don't want them going to school and seeing that. So again, if you want respect for your choices, respect my choices. And this is just another reason people voted for Trump. How about them litter boxes? Okay, that I don't think is actually happening. I've never actually heard a real story of a litter box being in a school. The 10 Commandments being in a classroom is going too far. But having pride flags, bisexual flags, pronouns, all of these things that go against my core values as a Christian, that's okay. Like, my child will not be taught that they can have different pronouns. Like, that's not going to happen. My child will not be taught that a man can be a woman and a woman can be a man. But you want all of that stuff in public schools, but you won't let a crucifix be in a public school. My PCPatty, literally my son had a girl in his small town school that wanted a litter box. The school thankfully said no. Pronouns don't hurt you. Pronouns do hurt you. Yes, they do. You want to know why? Because then my son will come home and say, Mom, I have a teacher that says their pronoun is sie, their. And I have to explain to my son what that means and how it's nonsense. But if he doesn't abide by that, he's the problem. If he doesn't call his teacher sie, their. That's unacceptable. That is completely unacceptable. No. Keep it out of schools. Keep it out of schools. Keep it away from children. If you have respect for the left and their flag waving stuff and their pronouns and their this and their that, have respect for my values. And those are not values of mine. The Bible does not say Jesus is a sie, their. See, this is what these arguments are not arguments. What you're doing is being like argumentative in a way that's not a real argument. Like, if you want to have a real argument, sure, but what you're doing is not that. The Bible has pronouns. No, Jesus does not go by sie, their. I think it helps to learn about other when you're an adult. When you're an adult and your brain is formed and you can make reasonable deductions, do not tell my 8-year-old that they can be a boy if they're a girl, or that their teacher is married to. Yes, the Bible has him because he's referring to God as him or Jesus as him. What? Do you know what a pronoun is? Like, yes, there are. I'm not wasting my time. Have you seen our adults? Clearly not fully formed brains walking around. Okay, I mean, like, yeah, that's true, but it's a lot more formed than a child. Now that the election is over, when I was keeping my mouth shut, you Americans did the right thing by not turning into Canada. Boom, bam, bop. So basically, all I'm saying is, you're right. Those are regular pronouns referring to God. We also call him father, a man, he, him. Do you see how that's different than saying he, she? Sie, their, they, them. I don't have a problem with pronouns. I don't have a problem with the actual usage of pronouns. It's a part of the English language. What I have a problem is when you are a woman and you say, my pronouns are they, them. No, they're fucking not. No, they're not. Don't teach my child that your pronoun is they, them. You're one person. You're a single person and you're a woman. Get over it. Don't tell my child that. So again, if you have respect for all of those people, you have respect for all of those people, then have respect for the fact that we disagree with that. We are not trying to impose on you. You are more than welcome to live your life how you want to live your life, but putting it in the school system, get out of my face. Get out of my flippin' face. Absolutely not. I agree with you. How can anyone be a they, them? They can't. They can't be a they, them. They're one person. They're a single person. Hold tight, hold tight. I was surprised that Kamala was basically taking pages out of Trudeau's junior playbook. He's literally the worst prime minister in Canadian history. The right are making pronouns a bigger deal, as the left will just use whatever the person wants. Yes, because we are rational people who don't want to be forced into saying ridiculous things. You can be whatever you want, but I will not play into your fantasy. You can be whatever you want on your own time, but I will not pretend that you are a woman or you are a man when you are not. If you want to be called, if you're a Joe and you say, I would actually like it if you referred to me as Patricia. I will absolutely call you Patricia, but don't you dare attack me, call me a bigot, call me this and that, because I won't acknowledge that you are not the biological sex that you were born. I don't know how American classrooms work, but keep everything out of a classroom that doesn't relate to that subject. Where you have all the religious yes. Yeah, exactly. Religious education. Exactly. So American classrooms, like, the teachers decorate their classrooms however they want, so they can put pride flags up if they want to. Okay, see, we're never going to see eye to eye on this because I don't believe that gender and sex are two separate things. So they're the same thing. And something that's really annoying is you can be a woman and you don't have to stay home, cook, clean, and fill traditional gender roles and still be a woman. Like, it's ironic to me that the people who are like, don't label me, are like, I'm being restricted by labels. Okay. No one's telling you as a woman that you need to go do feminine things. No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. No, they're not. They're just not. They're just not. They're just not. Gender and sex are the same thing. They're the same thing. If you want to talk about gender roles, sure. There are gender roles. There are traditional gender roles. Absolutely. Gender and sex are the same thing. You do not get to say, oh, I am they, them, because today I feel like a boy, but yesterday I felt like a girl. That's not real. It just doesn't work. Holy Ring. Yeah, she's a beaut. She's a beaut. She's a diamond. She sparkles. Thank you. Also, hi, Pata. How about the cat situation? The litter box? Have you looked into therapists studying gender identity versus gender expression? I don't need to. I studied psychology. I studied psychology for 4 years and graduated valedictorian. If you think that I'm uneducated or stupid, you simply don't know me. I will not deny reality. I simply won't do it. I just won't do it. I'm sorry. I won't do it. Absolutely, I voted for Trump. Yep. You betcha. I will not live in a fantasy world. Get some, girl, you tell him. Trump won. Trump won. The majority of the country voted for Donald Trump. We have spoken. We're tired of it. We are tired of it. We're tired of it. I'm not living in your fantasy world. Call yourself whatever you want. You don't have a right to make other people play along. Boom. Boom. Right there. Right there. Summarizes it. Nobody gives a shit what you do with your body or your freaking your hormones, if you're taking testosterone, if you chop off your boobs, whatever. Nobody cares what you do as an adult. Do whatever you want. You're not going to force me to play along with it. You voted for the guy with the least morals while speaking about morals. In your opinion, Trump has less morals than Kamala Harris. In my opinion, Kamala Harris is akin to the devil. Anyone who says free or unrestricted abortion anytime, any place, no reason necessary is the devil incarnate. So we can debate morals all you want. I think Donald Trump was the moral option. Yes. I will not vote for someone who wants to murder babies with no restriction. So, no. May I please? Mikey, he hasn't been uncivil. You know, that's our rule. As long as they're not uncivil, we don't ban them. Once they become uncivil, then they can get banned. Trump doesn't need to do anything to better himself. He's literally a bajillionaire. What the fuck do you mean better himself? Trump did not need to run for president. What do you mean better himself? He doesn't need to better himself. He's literally the best. He's already been president for 4 years. Like, what? Hey. Cat and Punk Berries, thank you very much for the sub. Hey, look at our sub number. Is that accurate? Oh, bastards. Let's go! Mikey! Mikey, thank you very much for the tier 3! Thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks, Mikey. This is what it was like for me when on election night I just chose not to argue with the streamer because honestly there's not much you can do to change their minds. No, I mean, whatever. Whatever. It is what it is, and we won. Like, the majority of the country spoke. So you can say whatever you want. And I'm so glad he won the popular vote because I'm so tired of hearing, get rid of the electoral college, blah, 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 blah. Just go with the popular vote. It was a red wave. House, Senate, presidency, popular vote. The people spoke. We're tired of it. We're tired of living in your fantasy land. We're tired of you destroying our college campuses saying free Palestine, which is built on a fucking lie. We're tired of being told all of this bullshit. We're tired of it, and we voted against it. Oh, trust me, I won't. I won't. I will not. Because things are not going to go to shit in the next few years. So, I will not. be complaining. Those college process were so dumb. Yeah. Yeah. Dumb to like the highest degree of dumb. Electoral college is flawed, but no, the electoral college based, like, I think there are places that need to be adjusted because of population changes and shit. Because of COVID, we couldn't accurately do a census and things like that. But the electoral college as a system is very, very, very good for our country. Without the electoral college, it would be literally New York City and California and the other liberal cities determining everyone else's life. The electoral college is wonderful. And you don't think if Kamala won, things still wouldn't go to shit in less than 2 years? I would be very sad if Kamala won. I would not be making my life is over videos on TikTok. But I'd be disappointed, and I would be just waiting for the, the downfall of the world. We have the same kind of system back home, but it's slightly adjusted. I mean, the electoral college is great. Without it, it would be just one party all the time. Joe Biden and Kamala had 4 years to fix one thing and have managed to fix absolutely nothing. Yeah, I actually can't think of a single positive thing that they achieved. Yeah, I actually can't. Remember that student debt that they were supposed to get rid of? Ha! I still got mine. Yeah, no, I really can't. I can't. Eventually managed to walk up the stairs without falling. I suppose that's a W, isn't it? They didn't build back shit. They definitely did not build back better. Threw a lot of money around. That's true. I feel like all they achieved was sending money to Ukraine. The Afghanistan withdrawal was I'm just trying to think. The economy is better than it was. Do you live in the United States, brother, or are you a European, just like listening to the European news? The economy is better. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna tell you, the economy is not better. The economy is not better. If you're comparing it to COVID, where everybody was locked at home, the economy is better. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. I don't know where you are at that you think the economy is better. What an absolutely insane thing to say. What an insane thing to say. Just got here. Hello, and please enjoy this. What up? What up, Queso Knight? Welcome in, buddy. Were you expecting that? More people need to think like you. World would be a much better place. That's all I'm gonna say. Thomas. You to go, Thomas. Thanks. If you're only gonna base going off your prices at the how about Oh, I don't know. How about my health insurance? How about my car insurance? How about my dental insurance? How about oh, I don't know, home prices? How about the fact that we even on Twitch we've had fucking inflation. Sub prices went up this year. I mean, gosh, I feel like the list just goes on and on and on and on and on. I mean, every single thing that you can fucking think of has gone up exponentially. How could you possibly say the economy is better than when Trump was in office? Golly, holy moly. Dude, why do I keep getting messages like this? I feel like that's like the third time that's happened recently. People coming in asking how they can sell their league account or some stupid shit like that. The fuck? Probably bots, probably. Yeah, I guess that's probably what it is, but it's so annoying. Yeah, no, sorry. The economy is not better than when Trump was in office. You've been lied to. I listen to someone other than CNN, because that's a lie. The economy is not better than when Trump was in office. So that's simply delusional. I can't even fathom. I can't even fathom thinking that. Okay, it's nearly 4:30. I need to leave. Good night, Patty and chatters. I need to go too. Holy shit, I've been here for 3.5 hours. It's 10:20. I need to go, but we've been just having such riveting conversation, and it's a Friday, so today's we gotta get those subs. We gotta get those subs before the weekend, you guys, because do I have to cry? Should I cry? Should I cry some more? It's the weekend, so when I come back on Monday, that sub count's gonna be dropped, so we gotta get that boosted. Anyone other than Claustine and Thomas? I can cry. If you want me to cry, I'll cry. You want to see some tears? The CNN host was devastating when Trump started pulling ahead. Yes. Cache, thank you so much. Cache, there are a few people in here who I know find my takes somewhat questionable. Like, they don't agree with everything that I say. I know you're one of them. So much respect for you. So much respect for you. So much respect for Octo. So much respect for... There are tons of other people who can understand that you can disagree with someone and still like them and still support them and not be like, you're a fucking monster. You're a monster and you voted for my genocide. Cache, thank you very much for the resub. I mean, the shit that I've been seeing, I actually unfollowed 2 people. I unfollowed 2 people because they told me to. They put on their social media, if you voted for Trump, unfollow me. So I said, okay. Well, sure. I mean, if you want, okay, bye. Ghostwolf, thank you so much for converting from a Prime to a Tier 1. Let's go. Love to see it. I like to believe people are good. I like to believe that too. I do. I do think that people are good. I've had enough. I'm not responding to this person anymore. I've used enough of mine and baby's energy. I can't. I can't. Really can't. You're a monster? I'm on myself. Please also ban me. I don't want to be around a monster like you. Dude, that's genuinely how people are acting right now. I felt like my eyes were about to pop out of my freaking head right there. Monster is stretching it. I can't say I agree with all things you say, but most are sensible takes. I mean, people really do think that if you voted for Trump, you voted for a monster. So, and that makes you a monster, despite the fact that it's the majority of the country that voted for him. So. Hello, nice to meet you. Where are you from? Those are a lot of messages. I'm from the United States. I'm one of those two who don't need to agree about everything to like someone. Well, thank you, Claustine. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for still being here, despite the fact that we have disagreements. The fact that you can disagree with me and still be here and still support me. 10 out of 10. But yeah, I think it's actually probably time for me to go too. It's 10:30. I'm sleepy. It's time to take my medicine and go to sleep. What ethnicity are you? I'm Italian, Irish, Polish, German, and Russian. My nationality is United States. I'm an American. Have a good night, Patty. Try and relax for the night. I am relaxed. I'm not upset. I'm not upset because at the end of the day, I won. And I know that technically the majority of the country agrees with me. So I won. And I feel very happy about that, knowing that I'm not the crazy person. And there are people who agree with the things that I have to say. So I'm not stressed. I wish I caught more of the stream. Go back and watch it. It'll still be there. All right, I will see you guys on Monday. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with me. I hope that maybe if you weren't understanding, I hope that maybe I was able to help you just a little bit understand the perspective of the other half of the country. If you're European and you're just hopeless, then I don't care. Yeah, I'm talking to you, YR. I'm talking to you, Mike. I'm talking to you, Claustine. But good night. More strays. Good night, you guys. I'll see you on Monday. Peace out, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.